one. My baby, it had to be you.
Something to buy, da ba da bun, yeah. Da ba da bum ba buy, da ba buy, da ba ba, yeah. Set the ba da buy, da boy, yeah. Boy, yeah. Sunlight that always stays near by the waterway. It's that sweet life. Raise your cross. Made some dude crack a smile. He asked if I could stay a while. I'm living that high life. Time to catch a flight, but you can make me go. Unlocking all the memories of my new home. Ventilated echoes playing to and fro, back and forth, yeah. Caught some kids dancing in the alleyway. Crazy how the melodies began to play, yeah. Tell me how you feeling when you hear the lyric, yeah. My heart's in Stockholm. Now I never wanna go home. I left my heart in Stockholm. Now I never wanna go home. Shopping the girl, I brought a girl on my Vespa. She said I already told ya, yeah. I never dated a black guy. I said you're brown yourself. Let me offer help. Come on inside. Where everybody knows your name. Everybody knows your name. Time to catch a flight, but you can make me go. Unlocking all the memories of my new home. Ventilated echoes playing to and fro, back and forth, yeah. Caught some kids dancing in the alleyway. Crazy how the melodies began to play, yeah. Tell me how you feeling when you hear the lyric, yeah. My heart's in Stockholm.
Nathan Ivey with you. Good morning to my friends on the Spreaker Network. Good morning to you. Good morning to all my friends on TuneIn app. And if you're listening to the podcast afterward, then consider tapping into the show live. We're also live on YouTube and on Facebook. Good morning to you. Powered by CDM, amplifying Black voices in the greater Cincinnati area and beyond. A lot of stuff to talk about. Some you may find more serious than others, but this is what we do. This is your morning destination for interesting conversation, and I come prepared to do just that this morning. Plus, I must say I got a hard stop at 9:30 a.m. this morning. I got a hard stop at 9:30, so no matter what's going on, I got to be out of here at that time. So I want to give you a heads up on that, all right? Please take a second to like and in particular share today's show. Y'all all know that Facebook be tripping. So when you share the show, more people see it. Quite honestly, I appreciate you in advance. Y'all ready? Let's roll the intro.
NathanIvey.com. Mr. Ivy know the show must go on. And for Cincinnati, man, I put on. Tunes made another flame beat for me to cook on. Raised arms, close fish, yeah, too strong. Team AI, chop it up at the chop shop. Top notch with the king flow, the hot shot. Cop squats it, listen to the real. Jumping like hopscotch, nobody harder than, oh, no, think not. Not only citywide, but nationwide. Superlatives, keep it locked like them Haitian guys. Put the truth in the airwaves, we talk about it. Brand new like the templates, let's be about it. Who got the info by the AM? John will be the rapper, got them jamming when they play him. Staying in my lane, they ain't gotta okay him. Who the host with the scoop? Yeah, they gon' say him. Ivy, so superlative like a bag of drippos. Show you where the bricks at, Cincinnati red tag. One time where my people at. Team NI where my people at. It's the 513, yeah, you know the flow. What's the word, Nate? Let them know the show. One time where my people at. Team NI where my people at.
Where my people at? Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. It is a beautiful Thursday. Damn it, we made it. Looks like we might make it to Friday. Hopefully all of us will. Maybe some of us. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Nathan Ivey with you. One man, one microphone, one mission, as always, and ready to do what I do on a monthly, on a daily basis. Broadcasting live from a secret location somewhere here in the greater Cincinnati area. A secret location somewhere in the greater Cincinnati area. Good morning to you. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I get myself together before we go on cam. You know what I'm saying? Brother looking all crazy and all this kind of stuff. That would be wrong. That would be wrong. You don't want to get up and see all that nonsense, do you? Absolutely not. Good morning to you. How are you? What's popping? What's popping? Memo to AKA Stop Tripping. Have you heard this? This ain't even really a big controversy, but I thought it could be something interesting for us to talk about. One of my favorite shows, Insecure, is in its last season. How many people are hip to Issa Rae and Insecure? You ain't watched Insecure? What? What? I say again, what? Oh, you missing out. You've been missing out. That is a super good series. Super good. And it's coming to an end. I think it's the 5th season. I've been hip since the beginning. And Issa Rae has a very interesting story. I don't know if you would call her a YouTuber, but she did kick off her thing on YouTube with the Awkward Black Girl series. Not sure if you hip to that. Some of y'all might be. Seems like a long time ago. And then she was able to parlay that into a deal with HBO for a sketch comedy series called a scripted comedy series called Insecure, which, I mean, you just got to watch it. You just got to watch it. You get some time, start with the first episode and just binge watch. And then I'm kind of jelly, actually, because all the people that haven't watched it, damn, you got a whole bunch of good TV watching. Like, you get a chance to, like, start at the very beginning and then, like, go all the way through it. Oh, my God, that's the best. Is there anything better in terms of just, like, mindless disengagement than when you find a really cool series and then, like, it's got, like, 2 or 3 seasons? Oh, my God, heaven, Nirvana. It's like Nirvana, right? Good morning to you. If you want to share your thoughts this morning, 513-873-7134. I say it slow because what I'm hoping is that you'll go ahead and put that into your phone, lock me in right now. That way, if you ever want to give us a call here, you want to give me a call, then all you got to do is just go Nathan Ivey Show, boom, hit that button. 513-873-7134. I don't have any plans on changing that number anytime soon. And you can also use that number for some of the other podcasts and live streams. If you didn't get a chance to check out Midday Juice with Ask Ashley, Midweek Juice with Ask Ashley, check it out. Very interesting topic. Woman called, well, she didn't call in. She actually sent her a message. I don't know if it's an email or a text, or I'm not sure how she gets them. Maybe she gets them all through different ways. Maybe it's email. Maybe it's also on Facebook, and maybe through the Cincinnati Herald where she's doing a weekly column. And she was talking about her frustrations with her man. Her man is upset with her because she has an OnlyFans account. And I thought about it. Like, I was like just dating a woman, not even wifey or fiance. I don't care how you make your money. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't compromising yourself and you ain't out here breaking no laws. I mean, why would I care because you want to put some pictures on OnlyFans? I don't give a damn about that. Girl, you better put them pictures on OnlyFans so we can live good. Maybe y'all got a different attitude about it. I don't know, but I would have no problem with it. And we ain't talking about a wife now. We ain't talking about fiance. We talking about boyfriend, girlfriend, which means nothing whatsoever, by the way. I told you, girlfriend, boyfriend means nothing. Hell, these days, husband, wife don't mean nothing. But girlfriend and boyfriend don't mean a damn thing. Playing monogamy. Monogamy starts when you get married. It's a whole different thing, but I won't go into it. So as I was listening to, I was thinking, who is this man who's all upset because his girlfriend has an OnlyFans account? I don't get it. Like, why? Maybe I'm different. I would have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm dating a woman, we've been kicking it. Let's say we've been dating all of a month or two. I don't give a damn. Matter of fact, you better get your OnlyFans account and have that money rolling in here. And all you doing is a little bit of thigh, a little bit of areola, a little bit of areola. When you say it like that, it sounds better. A little bit of areola. Ain't no, what's wrong with a little bit of areola? There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody needs a little bit of areola in their lives. And if you want to get that through OnlyFans, shit, I might start me an OnlyFans account. Show me some knuckles and something. Show me a little tricep or something. Make me a little money. Shit, the wife ain't gonna have no problem when the bill's getting paid and we stacking chips. Shit, she ain't gonna say a damn thing about it. She might clap like, good answer. Good answer. But if you missed it, tap in and hear what Ash had to say. That you can read her response in full on the CincinnatiHerald.com's website. Good morning to you. 513-873-7134. If you know an AKA, tag an AKA. I live with an AKA. If you know an AKA, tag an AKA. Okay, I want to know what AKAs think about this. And I'm not trying to say that this is the biggest topic in the world. And I know we could be talking about saving the children and the whales and stopping violence and building black businesses. And we do all of that. We'll do all of that. But right here, right now, in this moment, right here, right now, I want to talk to AKAs. So if you know an AKA, please tag them and tell them that Nathan Ivey is talking about you. And oh, by the way, speaking of talking about, the word got back to my brother Al Capone. That is my brother. I used to love me some Al Capone at the House of Love, man. Oh my gosh. OTR click on the speakers. Mixing in a little bit of 8-Ball and MJG. Damn. Those was the days, man. Nothing like it. Al Capone on the mic. Oh, it was so great. Anyway, so the word got back out to Al Capone because he called into the show like 2 weeks ago, not last Friday, or maybe it was last Friday, and he gave your boy the business. He gave me the business. So you out here spreading all this propaganda about this damn vaccine. Where are all of the people that have a different opinion? Where are the experts that have a different opinion? And I'm like, okay, brother, send me a link. And he was slow on it, but it got back to him. Word travels from the Nathan Ivey Show and digital media. And then he sent me some links. So I'll be reaching out today and tomorrow. I got some shit going on today and tomorrow. It's very, very important. So I may not get a chance to reach out. But I'm going to reach out Al Capone. I'm going to reach out to these individuals and bring them on. And I haven't even looked at all the links I mentioned to you, but he sent them to me yesterday. And I'm looking forward to it. If you're going to call into the Nathan Ivey Show and challenge Nathan Ivey, then you got to do your part. I'm going to do my part, and you got to do your part. You know what I'm saying? You got to do your part. 513-873-7134. So I'm excited. Hopefully I can secure these interviews because I want people to have a well-rounded experience here on the show. I want you to hear from all the sides. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you my opinion and also the facts. But if there's people out there that's got more information, let's talk to them. I'm down with it. Let's talk to them. Good morning to you. I'm reading that the Cincinnati Enquirer is going to have a virtual forum for the Cincinnati School Board candidates, and I think that is great. Can't have enough of these forums. There's been forums from a lot of different places. And you know what? I've got a chance to tap into a lot of the questions, and I'll be honest with you. We asking a lot of the same damn questions. There's been some slight variations here. We asking the same damn questions, but with very slight variations. Very, very interesting, but I love it nonetheless, though. So I'm going to try to, if I don't tap in live, I'm going to try to make sure I tap in so I can hear what these school board members have to say. You know what I'm saying? You got 4 seats that's open, and we already know that the school board is life and death. I'll say it again, it's life and death. And, you know, we'll see what happens. You know, it's ironic. I haven't been contacted by any school board members. I've been contacted by mayoral candidates, But no school board members have reached out to try to get on the show. I don't get it. But it is what it is. We'll see. We got a few days left. I may reach out myself. And we talked to a couple of them early on. And then, of course, you had the NAACP forums. But don't overlook the power of digital media. It would be a mistake, my friends. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. So tag an AKA. That's all I'm asking you to do. Tag an AKA. That's what I'm asking you to do this morning. If you know someone who's an AKA, just hit them with a direct message and say, Nate's talking about the AKAs because, when I seen this little minor controversy on Black Twitter, I'm like, really, yo? So let me just take it from the top. So apparently on a recent episode of Insecure, this is the last season, one of the characters, you see her right there, she portrayed an AKA on the sitcom. And apparently because she was rocking the Nalia and may have even rocked the logo, you had some sisters that was all in their feelings, tripping. And matter of fact, if you see that little box right there, that's a screenshot from a post on the Griot. And they reposted one of the comments from an AKA, quote, okay, so hold up. One AKA wrote on Twitter while tagging Issa Rae in the official Insecure account, this girl is not a soror and had my shield on her body? Issa Rae, Insecure, HBO, please do not do that again. That's wildly disrespectful. Is it really? What? It's called comedy. Damn, we can't laugh no more. We can't laugh at Dave Chappelle. Can't laugh with Issa Rae and Insecure. God damn, laugh police. Excuse my language. Lord, forgive me for my brash delivery. Gosh darn laugh police. It's gosh darn laugh police, man. You can't have fun no more. It's called comedy. Say it with me. Comedy. That's all it is. That's all it is. There ain't nothing more than that. Don't try to make this to some big old thing. It's not that serious. And really, I mean, I don't know. I'm not an AKA. I'm not in a fraternity. I don't know how people in fraternities, the Divine Nine. This ain't divine. This is not divine. I'm not sure if I was a member of the Divine Nine, maybe I would feel differently. I don't think so. I'd be like, they repping us. Shoot, give us some shine. The AKAs would be real mad if they was portraying deltas. The deltas out here like, damn, I wish they would have portrayed us. I mean, come on, yo. It's called comedy. Can we laugh in the Black community? I know everything is super serious and it's super heavy and white supremacy and building Black businesses. I'm for all of that. Everybody know that. I'm here for all of that. But then we can't laugh no more. We need a little more comedy. We need more chuckles, more smiles. Everybody's so damn. Why so serious? Damn. Why so serious? It's just called comedy. And again, if it was me, let's say I was a Kappa, I'd be like, shoot, look at them repping us. I'm glad that they didn't rep the alphas. Am I missing something here? I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with the shield. Where my AKAs at? There's got to be some AKAs in the building. Where my AKAs at? It's got to be a lust. Nikki writes, what's the big issue? I guess, the Divine Nine, you're not supposed to portray them on television shows. I guess. I don't know. I'm like, yo, hold up. And then number one, that is such a good show. Anybody seen that show before? It is such a fun show. It's just fun. It's a lot of fun. And Issa Rae is hilarious. She gets into all kind of awkward hijinks. And then the sister right there on the left, she is absolutely funny as the hell. She is so funny. If you miss Insecure, man, I'm jealous of you, actually. If you never watched it before, I'm a little jelly because you got like 4 seasons to watch. I'm up to date. I haven't watched the entirety of, I think it's 2 episodes. I haven't watched the entirety of that, but I watched all 4 seasons. So I'm jelly because you get to start from the beginning. You got 4 whole seasons to catch up and they get in, and it's adult. You know me, I like adult shit. I'm a grown ass man. I like stuff that appeals to grown people. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit around and watch no damn animated specials all damn day. That's for kids. I want adult themes. All the adult themes. You know what I'm talking about. As long as it's done well, I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's done well, I'm here for it. But I don't know. Tag an AKA. I want to hear at least one AKA this morning. Eddie writes, not without permission. Permission? Tag an AKA this morning. I want to know what the AKAs think. What the hell you mean by permission? I mean, you ever heard of creative license, Eddie? You ever heard that before? And then they putting the AKAs on the map. Are you Greek, Eddie? If so, how would you feel if that was your organization? I mean, I'm not telling you how to feel, but why wouldn't you feel proud about it? Man. Nikki writes, it doesn't seem like she was disrespectful with it. No, I don't think she was disrespectful with it at all. Tanika writes, they need to stop. It ain't that serious. Exactly. But again, you know how I feel. It's hard for me to tell other people who are part of certain groups or demographics that you should chill and get over certain stuff, and it ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I want to talk with the Greeks themselves. Is there like some code or something like that? And they changed the letters around, and the crest is kind of similar because you want people to know who it is. It ain't no copyright infringement, so what's the big deal? I can see if they portrayed, the sister was portraying an AKA and she out here doing all kind of crimes and, living grimy and all this kind of stuff, but that's not what happened. So memo to AKAs, stop tripping. Stop tripping. I'm not going to tell you it's not that serious, but I'm just going to say stop tripping. You know what I'm saying? You see that box over there on the right? Yeah, it's that time of year, Halloween. What are you asking me, son? He's asking me where his shoe is. He said, Dad, do you know where my other shoe is? I don't know where your other shoe is, son. I have no idea. Ah, man. What'd you say? You hear me? Tell your mother to come down for me, please. I know where she is. Are you putting your shoes on? Okay. All right. Let me see. I needed to get the opinion of at least one AKA. At least one. Okay, I see you. I see you out here. Hold on one second here. What? What am I waiting for? Don't ask me no questions, boy. Just get ready for school. You ain't asking me questions. I'm the daddy. Huh? Oh boy, he talking. Nat writes, don't most shows and movies use fake frat sororities when portraying them? Yeah, they all do. They all do. So I don't know. Maybe it was just a few. Maybe stop, son. Stop. And watch where you stepping. Watch where you stepping. He on one this morning. Nikki writes, good morning. Happy birthday to Brother Powell. Okay, happy birthday, Brother Powell. Let me see. Iman writes, thanks. You have the entire city asking politicians, what are you going to do for black people? Me? I have that? I don't know if it's me, but that's a question that everybody should be asking. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Because the city's 42% of the population, 42 to 45%. When you look at the disparities in the city of Cincinnati, who they affect more than anybody else. But some of these candidates act like it was a bad word. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I took mental notes. Some of these candidates was like, yeah, I ain't got no black agenda, but I got an agenda for the people. But I didn't ask you about an agenda for the people. You can't have it both ways, candidates. You can't come on and say, because I was very careful in the way that I posed that, and so the way I set it up was, let's go back to 2015, Urban League. They do a study. They do an analysis. What they found is that there's two Cincinnatis, and that black people in Cincinnati is on the wrong side of all of the disparity issues, right? Everybody says that's an issue. Then I ask people, well, so what's your process in terms of dealing with policy? Do you do it with intentionality? Everybody agrees it's intentionality. Then I ask these folks about a black agenda. I don't got a black agenda. Some of them anyway. I don't know what to say. And that's because they're afraid. They're afraid that if they do that they'll turn off white votes. That's exactly what it comes down to. Any candidate that said, I don't got no black agenda, that's because they're afraid to turn off white votes. But if you don't do it intentionality, how are you going to deal with the specific nature of the disparities that Black Cincinnati's find themselves in? So to me, it was very, very revealing. We got any AKAs in the house? I need to talk to one AKA. Not you, daughter. You're going to get yourself in trouble now. Yeah, I need to talk with an AKA. Have you heard about this thing? You were summoned. Did you hear about this thing with the insecure? Okay, check this out right here. She said, oh boy. So in the wifey, you don't watch Insecure. I keep trying to get you to watch it. So this was a screenshot from yeah. So one of the characters portrayed an AKA. Yeah. And AKA's got in their feelings. Read this right here. They got all on their feelings. Apparently it was a little bit of a thing on Twitter, on Black Twitter.
Well, yeah.
What? Huh?
Was it the actual shield? Was it a?
Apparently it wasn't the actual shield, but it was sort of a mock-up. So it was made to look like the shield, but it wasn't the actual shield.
Yeah, I would say don't do that.
Speaking to the mic,
I would say don't do that.
why?
Because I think it's very sacred. You know, the Divine Nine, where it derived from, where it came from, there's some sacredcy to this. And so when you see someone do something like that, it can feel a bit disrespectful. It can feel a bit disrespectful. While I mean, she could wear pink and green and sort of give that she's an AKA of some sort without doing that.
Doing what?
Using the shield.
Well, what if
That's
it's
a very
mock-up
sacred.
of the shield? It's not the shield, but it's made to resemble the shield. But it's different because of copyright infringement.
Well, there's a reason it's a copyright infringement. Don't do that.
Oh my God. So would you feel better if they was doing this with the Deltas? To me, they giving AKA shine. Oh my God, these damn AKAs. What is she talking about? She says all of the Divine Nine would say the same. Oh my God, these Greek folks, man, they so all caught up. They so arrogant. They so caught up with their BS. Yeah, right. But we heard from an AKA. Please tag an AKA this morning. Because I want to hear from the AKAs. I'm trying to understand this mentality. She's talking about this disrespectful. I mean, that's what she says. That's what she says. So I got to take it for heart. But it's called comedy. She said, well, it's not funny. She hilarious. It's called comedy. Get over yourselves, AKAs. Get over yourself, Divine. What's divine about that? What's divine about that? Nothing. Talking about it's disrespectful. No, it's actually, to me, in my opinion, again, I'm not Greek, so I can't speak for Greeks. The way Greeks feel is the way they feel. But to me, it seems like it's actually flattering. It's flattering. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Derek? I mean, what if that was the Kappas? You can tell me you're going to have an issue with it. What's the issue? They're giving you shine. They're promoting your brand, right? That's how I look at it, but that's just me. Good morning to you. Kamika writes, Divine Nine member here, not an AKA. I do not feel the same. Thank you. Somebody got some damn sense out here. The wifey tripping. She tripping this morning. Derek writes, yes, it was. Yes, it was what? Disrespectful or what? Okay. Good morning to you. I want to get your thoughts. Ray writes, good risings all. I haven't seen this same energy that the VP is not going to do anything just for black people. No. Yeah, we'll get to all of that. And you have seen that. Y'all tripping. Ray, you have seen that energy. People be talking about the VPs all the time. We ain't going to change that with a conversation this morning at all. Because she ain't even listening. She might be listening. I don't know. I'll be flattered if she is, but I doubt it very highly. People kill me. We should be talking about the VP's black agenda. I think we got some time for that. Brandy writes greetings. Good morning to you, Brandy. Jerome's in the house. He writes good morning, Nathan and Choppers. Pat writes good morning. Dale writes good morning, Nathan and Choppers. Y'all is hilarious. Tanika writes good morning, Nathan and Choppers. Good morning to you. Again, just to give you a heads up, I got a hard stop at 9:30 a.m. this morning. I gotta be out by that point. Good morning to you. Jerome writes, good morning, Nate. Good morning to you. National AKAs approved of this portrayal. Right. Joe writes, Grand Risings, Nate and the Choppers. Is that true? Somebody said turkey tastes like it didn't drink water when it was alive. Anyway, hashtag alt middle never left. No, don't you ever forget. But it's not really the same. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I mean, without Black Russia, sure. But it's like BBD, right? Bell Biv DeVoe. You know, if they lose any one of them, Bell, Biv, or DeVoe, they lose their identity. And that's kind of like how I feel about the alt middle without Black Russia. I ain't trying to stir the pot, kind of am. You know what I'm saying? But y'all do what y'all doing. But you need to reconnect with your brother Black Russia and bring him back into the fold, because it ain't the same. It's not the same. And I know you're the leader. I thought he was the leader, but it seems like you're the leader, Fame. But I mean, just imagine Bell Biv DeVoe without Bell, or without Biv, or without DeVoe. It ain't the same. Sure, they can go get somebody else who's got, that's got an initial that works, but it won't be the same, right? The alt middle was always a triumvirate. Okay, it was Black Russia, Fame Rothstein, and the Ayatollah Khomeini. Okay, and without Black Russia, I don't know, man. It just feels different. Daryl writes me, meaning you watch Insecure. That's a good show. You should check it out. Listen, when sports betting is approved in Ohio November 10th and Nathan doesn't Zoom interview me, he and I might have beef. He going to be looking over his shoulder and peeping around corners like Willie D. Man, what are you talking about? You know that you got an open door policy? We talk all the time. We text. The door is open. I didn't know the sports betting was going to open on November the 10th. I didn't know that. But that's big news, man. I think I think you've placed yourself in a very smart position to capitalize off of that. I keep telling you, bro. I keeps it real with people. So the door is open, man. Let's do it. You already know. What you mean? We text all the time. What are you talking about? Just let me know. Brian writes, good morning. What's up with you, Brian? You all feeling good this morning, aren't you, with GSW, aren't you? Y'all got a good team. You got a good team. I give you that. Lakers lost last night. Russell Westbrook. Sometimes you got to lose games like the Lakers. I didn't watch the game. I wanted to, but I fell asleep and watched it on my favorite YouTube channel is for NBA is House of Highlights. If you're like me and you don't got time to watch the games, but you want to watch the games, go to House of Highlights. They do great work over there. You can watch all the clips. These mofos up by 23 points against the worst team in the league, or one of the worst teams in the league, and lose the game. Just fell apart. And what I'm starting to notice, and again, these are big-time athletes who way better than me. But, I mean, from the outside looking in, AD don't have that dog in him. He's not a dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying some dudes have that. He not a killer dog. He ain't going to just dominate. You know what I'm saying? He don't got that. Russell Westbrook, he has it, but he don't have no control. He got too much bark. He out of control with it. And we'll see what happens. But it's going to be fun nonetheless, man. I wouldn't be surprised if GSW comes out of the West. I'll put it to you just like that, Brian. And I know when he do, you're going to rub it all in my face. And you're going to be waving terrible towels if they have those for GSW. Just Golden State Warriors, everybody. But it's just a lot of fun, man. The league is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun right now to watch. Nat writes, good morning, Chopper. Good Thursday, Choppers. I still like LaMelo Ball. I like Lonzo Ball. I'm pulling for the Ball brothers. I love that. Kush is in the house. She writes, good Thursday, Choppers. Good Thursday to you. Regina writes, good morning, Nate. You acting up early. Yes, I am. I just want to do some interesting conversation right in the morning. I want to be your morning destination for interesting conversation. I fully admit it depends on how your perspective is, because some people, some of these social issues and things are just as serious as the politics. But I'll say it again, this show will never just be about politics. It'll be about a lot of things. When we talk politics as well, if not better than anybody in the city, anybody in the state. When we get to it, we gets blizzy with it. But I'm not always in the mood for that shit, be honest with you. Nikki writes, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. Kelly writes, good morning. Charles writes, good morning. Angela writes, good morning, Nate and the Choppers. Good morning to you. See, Eddie writes, not without written permission. Oh my God. Somebody got to have written permission to take creative license. That seems like oxymoronic. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that serious, I don't think. But again, I'm not Greek. Nikki writes, I can see if she did this in real life. Now, the actress who portrayed the AKA, Amanda Seales, and I think she's pretty dope. I like her. I like Amanda Seales. She actually went on Instagram and spoke directly to the AKAs. I got the video for you. You got to see it. You got to see it. Because what she's saying was so dope. I can't believe the wifey came in here and said that. What is wrong with her? Man, what's she talking about? Who am I living with? Who am I living with? Who am I living with? She come in here and say something like that. I believe she plays Molly on Insecure, but I really like the show, man. I think it's a lot of fun. And it's kind of like a modern Girlfriends, but it really, the central character, it's always a central character. It's just like an updated Girlfriends. Only it's because it's on HBO, it's sexier. It's more adult, and I like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm here for all of it. All of it. Show it again. Show it again. Yes, I'm here for it. So Amanda Seales, she went on Twitter. She went on Instagram and she spoke on this. Let me see if I can grab this for you. Because since we're talking about it, might as well talk all the way about it, right? We might as well get all the way into it. That's what we do. Let me see if I can pull this for you. You might find this interesting. This might bring something to the conversation. Okay. And I agree with what she said. I agree completely. I think people are tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Tiffany is a character on a TV show. I didn't write the character. I played the character. I'm not a soror.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
I'm an actress. I'm playing a character on a TV show. And I think reality TV.
She broke it down. She's like, I'm not a soror. I gotta show this to the wifey. She gonna trip. I am not a soror. I'm an actor. This is not real. It's like sometimes we so caught up with ourselves that sometimes you got to be jolted back to reality. This is actually on Twitter, and I'll send you a link if you're interested. Check this out.
I don't know why people keep asking me if I'm a soror. I am not a soror. Tiffany is a soror. Tiffany is a character on a TV show. I didn't write the character. I played the character. I'm not a soror. I'm an actress, and I'm playing a character on a TV show. And I think reality TV done really got folks fucked up because, it's like, it's all the same, but it's
not all the same.
I'm just playing a character. That's it. Y'all know that though. But some of y'all don't. I feel like some folks really forget. Like, it's a TV show. I don't know why people keep asking me if I'm a soror.
I love her sense of humor.
Soror.
Right. I am not a soror. I'm an actress. This is not real, right? This is not real, AKAs. This is not real. And maybe she makes a point because, the explosion of reality television where you got real people in real situations and they're in scripted sort of like predetermined situations, and then whatever plays out, and that's the reality part of it. So people start thinking like it's all the same. It's not all the same. Like many years ago, Harrison Ford played in a movie called Air Force One. He was not the real president. Just so everybody knows. Just so you know. Like Morgan Freeman played the president in a movie called Deep Impact. It was kind of like a catastrophe movie. He was not the real president. Okay. Jamie Foxx, a few years ago, he played a former slave, a recently freed slave in a movie called Django. That was all made up. That was all made up. Just so you know, because some folks is just warping reality out here. It's called comedy. That's it. Good morning to you. Professional Reimbursement Network writes, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. It is my understanding that AKAs were instructed not to respond on social media. You have a direct line in the house. Is that right? Jared writes, good morning, hashtag Team and I. Good morning to you. Get to the choppers. Brenda Rice, happy Thursday. Good to see you. Charles Rice, Grand Risings, Nate and the Choppers. Gladys Rice, good morning, Nate and the Choppers. And Junior, yes, thank you so much. Maurice Rice, glorious resurrection. These white folks don't care about us. I've always said they are trying to make Cincinnati rainbow white and not rainbow bright. I'm going to say it again. It is my humble opinion that Cincinnati is going in 10, 15 years, Cincinnati is going to be sort of like a hub for Black creatives. The future can be very bright for Cincinnati, but it's what we do now. And I see a lot of good people planting seeds in various different ways. So we shall see. I'm going to bet on optimism. Marisha writes, good morning. Good morning to you, Marisha. Good to see you. Susan writes, no actual AKAs available to be hired to portray the character. No, she's.
I don't know why people keep asking me if I'm a soror. I am not a soror. Tiffany is a soror. Tiffany is a character on a TV show. I didn't write the character. I play the character. I'm not a soror. I'm an actress. And I'm playing a character on a TV show.
I love her sense of humor. That's Amanda Seals. I love her sense of humor. I like that sarcasm. Tracy writes, I wonder if people were offended when the actors portrayed us on a different world. I wonder if people were offended when the actors portrayed us on a different world. Okay, what are you talking about? You talking about the Deltas? I know you're a soror. I know you're one of the Divine Nine, but I'm not sure which it is. So please flesh that out for me, please. Ben writes, Nate, I seen the work you did with Fame. Oh man, Fame's my brother. That is my brother right there. So I support him 1,000,000,000%. 1,000,000,000%. He supports me. I support him. Sometimes we vehemently disagree, but I keep it here. I don't take the show and bringing it to my personal life. I don't even bring that shit up because it's about the show. And that's my brother right there. And I think, as I said, he's on point with the sports betting thing. And so we'll see. Derek writes, it was the AKA letters and shield. If it was the Kappas, I would not be happy. We have earned our respect. Our letters are not props. Oh my God. Now I respect you, brother Derek. You know that. Props. I mean, it's comedy. Maybe they don't take the direct shield and the direct logo. I can understand that because you get into some infringement conversations. I understand that. But they didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just comedy. Let me ask you this, Derek. What if they did that with the Alphas? Would you as a Kappa be like, damn, I wish it with us? I wish we was getting that shine on the last season of Insecure with Issa Rae. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you look at it. If it were me, and I know you had to cross the burning sands, brother. In no way am I trying to down that. I know it's a very, very serious process. I know it's not to be taken lightly, and I'm not in any way trying to ridicule it. I wouldn't do that. I got more respect for you and all the Greeks than to do something like that. But God damn it, excuse my language. Lord, forgive me for my brash delivery. As she said, it's comedy. I need to play this one more time.
And I think reality TV done really got folks fucked up because, it's it's all the same, but it's I'm just playing a character. That's it. Y'all know that though. But some of y'all don't. I feel like some folks really forget. It's a TV show.
It's a TV show. It's a TV show. It's a TV show. It's a TV show. We got Elizabeth Ty. She's running for judge. She's in the house. Good morning, Choppers. She writes, good morning to you, Liz. Good to see you. She is soon to be a guest on the show. So if you got questions for Liz, get them ready. Daryl writes, Janelle, so hiring an actress to replace Amanda Seals. Right. Amanda Seals is a mainstay on the show. They're not going to replace her. She's an actress. Actresses act. And sometimes they portray, and in some cases, even real world people. So let me take this back. We all know that the Marvel universe is not real. Like Thanos is not real, just so everybody knows that, right? Iron Man not real, Spider-Man not real. It's comedy. It's all made up. It's not comedy, but it's fiction. It's science fiction. It's comic books, right? As bad as we might want it, we all know that Black Panther is not real, right? I got a Black Panther comic right there. It's not real. It's made up. As bad as I wish Wakanda was real, and maybe we can make Wakanda real in some way, shape, or form, but I don't think Wakanda is real. That'd be dope as hell if it was, though. Oh, my God. If Wakanda was real, that's where I want to live. I want to live with the king. With the king. That'd be dope, but it's not. It's sci-fi. It's all made up. Jerica's in the house. Happy anniversary. She writes, hola, beautiful Black people and the others too. Happy anniversary. Good to see it. Black love. I love to see it. Take care of that king. He takes care of that queen. Take care of one another. That's a beautiful thing. I love seeing it. I love it. Ben writes, drip can join the ATL. What's that? Keisha writes, Grand Risings, Nate and the Choppers. Good morning to you. Get to the choppers. Get to the dang on choppers. Tiffany writes, good morning. See, I'm trying to get better with my language. I'm so proud of myself. Gold star for Nathan. Not gonna open. It will be voted on. Huh? Be voted on. Okay. Jericho writes, Nate, if you don't mind sharing, have services been arranged with my mother? We're in the process of it. Yeah, we're in the process of making those decisions and determining the payout from insurance and all that kind of stuff. And my sister Kimberly has taken the lead on that. I appreciate her for that. And we are all playing our part. I'm playing my part. For those who don't know, my mother passed away on Monday, so I'm deeply in my feelings right now. But you know, life goes on. I keep saying it, life goes on. And it's hard to believe. I'm like, sometimes I'll just turn to the wifey. I'll just be caught in my feelings. You know, I'll catch myself like weeping or crying or whatever. And I think that's just the process of it, right? And on some levels, I'm happy for her. I hope she's in a better place. And I'm jealous that she's already made that transition. So many people are afraid of death. My mother, like maybe your mother or family members, they've already made that transition. So I like to believe that they're on the other side, whatever that means. I do know that scientifically speaking, that energy does not die. It just transforms. So I do believe in the concept of a human soul, which I believe is energy in some form or fashion. And I don't know where that energy goes. Christians will say it goes here, and Muslims will say, religious folks will say it goes somewhere. I don't know. You know, I want to believe that. That's a very comforting feeling, but I don't really know. But I'm going to find out. You know what I'm saying? Because each and every one of us is going to DIE. Every last one of us. Everybody you knows. My mother just made the transition before us. That's it. That's it. That's how I look at it. I wish she was here. Most deaf. Kamika writes, Tracy Dillingham, or when Molly took a sip from an AKA cup in an earlier season. Oh my God. This is, I guess. Drop writes, White House builds bridges with one of Black community's most powerful groups. The Biden administration is intensifying its outreach to historically Black fraternities and sororities known as Divine Nine. He should. Great. Great. Sister Iris is in the house. She writes, good morning, great people. Good to see you, Sister Iris, as always. Queen Maxine writes, grand risings to the righteous seekers. We're all seeking the truth. On some levels, that light is super bright. Liz writes, Amanda Seals plays Tiffany. That's right. That's right. You're right about that. Sorry about that. You're right. Thank you. Oh, you like Insecure? I like that, sis. Molly is the friend on the left there, and Molly is hilarious. She is just a mess. She is just a mess. They are all a mess. Issa Rae's a genius. She is a straight up genius, man. Great show. And I'm looking forward to whatever she builds next. I'm sure it's going to be super nice. Can't believe the wifey came in here and said that. The hell? Oh, I just knew she was going to back me up, but okay. Tracy writes, reality TV ain't real either. Well, it's more real compared to scripted. I think in reality TV, they put them in situations and then they see what happens. They stir the pot and then they see what happens. They don't know what's going to happen. What they're hoping for is drama. Give me a D, give me a R, give me an A, give me an M, give me an A, right? They want the drama. right? And I'm here for the drama. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've enjoyed a lot of reality television. I get a chance to unplug from all this serious shit. Lord, forgive me for my brash delivery. I'm trying to be better. Be better, Nathan. From all this serious ish. Pardon me. And just, delve into other people's drama. That is just so much fun. Quit acting like it's not. You know what I'm saying? There's a time and place for everything, so the Bible says. Fact check me on that, because I'm no Bible scholar at all. I think it's in the Bible. I think. Hopefully it's there. But there's a time for all things. There's a time for reality television, right? We just want to mindlessly disengage and just like stop thinking for a minute. Some people got jobs where they thinking all day. They want to come home and don't think. They don't want to think about nothing. They don't want to read anything. I don't want to think. I don't want to do any calculations. I just want to get me something cold in this cup. You know what I'm saying? Eat me something good and turn on my television, and just fall into another world for a little while. I get it, man. Life is heavy. It's super heavy. The Greek Rice school days made up Black Greek organizations. That wasn't reality. That's right. But didn't they make them up still drawing upon and drawing connections to real life fraternities and sororities? I think they did. Kamika Rice Issa was the only actual graduate of Stanford, but they are all wearing Stanford shirts and acting as grads. Should Stanford sue as well? Good point. Somebody out here making good points. Good points at 7:57 a.m. in the morning. We off to a good start. Susan Rice, is it similar to blackface? Oh, we getting deep now. Oh boy. Ha! Or portrayals of LGBTQ persons by straight people. Huh. Damn, why are you hitting us with this heavy shit? Is it similar to blackface? No, it's not. No. This is similar to blackface. We'll talk about this as well because it's Halloween time. Woo. Woo. And white people are going to start acting up. It's already started doing blackface. Now that's blackface. Memo to white people. This is never okay. You see this brother down here? He's not really a brother. See this man down here? He thought it was a good idea to dress up for a Halloween party as a black man. As a black man, and it just didn't go well. Memo to white people. It's never okay. Never. Not ER. Never okay. Which means infinite. All time in all realities. The multiverse. I know y'all into that new Spider-Man joint coming out with Doctor Strange. The multiverse. The multiverse on any earth is never okay. But we'll talk about it. No, that's similar. That is blackface. No, Susan, I don't think that Amanda Seales portraying an AKA is the same as blackface, but I appreciate the question, though. I don't. Maybe somebody else does. Drop is here on some serious ish. To successfully enact new voting rights and police reform laws, President Joe Biden may need some divine intervention. But if he can't get that, at least he's working to get some help from the Divine Nine. Okay, brother. TNT writes, good morning. Good morning to you, TNT. Gladys writes, my great niece turned me on to Insecure, and I watched all 4 seasons over one weekend. I loved it. Issa Rae was on the Breakfast Club Tuesday discussing the situation. It was a great interview. And I found out long ago my nieces take that AKA. Well, I will stop there. Okay. Yeah, she was on the Breakfast Club. I watched the interview. They do the dopest interviews. And it was a good interview. I like Issa Rae. I don't know. I just like her. I don't know nothing about her. She could be an asshole behind closed doors. Damn. Lord, forgive me for my brash delivery. But I like her. She's super talented. And I hope she does well, whatever that is. I'm jealous, man. If you never watched Insecure, I'm so jealous of you because you get a chance to watch it all in one time and experience all that fun, all that creativity. Let me take my first break. And want to remind you that early voting opens. Well, it's been open since October the 5th. It ends on November the 1st, which is Monday. You can vote over the weekend as well. I say get it in early. Once you make your decision, get it in early. That way on November the 2nd, which is the actual election day, you can sit back and chill and enjoy the fun. Now, I'm not sure. I'll know better today what my plans are going to be. I'm either going to be doing some stuff for CDM, or I'm going to be doing what I normally do. I'm going to be making the rounds. I'm going to hit up all the winners parties So don't take it personally. If you lose, I'm not coming to your party because it's a downer. Everybody looking like this. I don't want to see that. I want to go to the winter parties where people are popping champagne and laughing and making deals, smiling, all teeth and everything. That's where I'll be. No offense. You're not a loser. That's not what I'm trying to say. No offense. No offense. The winter parties are so much fun. I remember 4 years ago, I went to Jeff Pastor's party. It was nothing but fun. People were weeping. They had no idea how it was going to turn out. People were weeping. Black Russia was there. Yeah, Black Russia was there. And people were happy and smiling. I went to John Cranley's party. People were happy and smiling, and dancing, doing little ditties, taking pictures. At the loser parties, there's a lot of sad faces. Like, damn it, how'd this mofo win? I don't want to be there. I don't want that energy. So we'll see what happens. I'll know better today, or really this evening, what my plans will be, and I'll let you know. I'll be your man on the scene, your eyes and ears, per usual, right? And I'll take you with me across the city. Damn, I wish people had these parties all centrally located, but these mofos be everywhere. Put miles on my car and everything, but it is what it is. I do it for the people, all right? So again, let me take a quick break. We'll come right back. Now, during the break, there are some people that they want to bend your ear, and they want your consideration for various political positions. So give them a listen, decide for yourself, and I'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
This is Hamilton County Commissioner Alicia Reese, and I've been busy fighting hard for the citizens of our county. But today I'm asking you to vote for my friend, Democrat Elizabeth Tye, for municipal court judge. Elizabeth Tye and her family stood with me in a tough election. Now I'm asking you to stand with Elizabeth Tye for judge. She's from our community, and she's qualified. Elizabeth Tye grew up in Kennedy Heights and graduated from Central State University. Elizabeth Tye has been a prosecutor, a public defender, and has built a law practice from the bottom up. There is currently only one Black woman on the municipal court. It's time to send another one. Join me in voting for my sister, Elizabeth Tye, for judge. Meet me at the polls.
This is Elizabeth Tye, and there is only one judicial race, and I need you to vote Tye for judge. Let's send a clear message that hard work and experience matters. Go vote Tye for judge today.
Paid for by the committee to elect Democrat Elizabeth Tye for municipal judge.
Good morning, choppers. I'm Scotty Johnson, candidate for Cincinnati City Council. Unfortunately, injustice remains in the city of Cincinnati. A remedy for injustice is courageous, bold leadership. I plan on bringing that type of leadership to City Hall. It's time to stop talking about it and to start doing something about it. Disparities have been in Cincinnati far too long. I'm the candidate to address those disparities. Vote Scotty Johnson for Cincinnati City Council.
Paid for by friends of Scotty Johnson.
I'm former Mayor Dwight Tillery, asking you to vote for my friend, Michelle Dillingham, who is a Democrat running for Cincinnati City Council. The Black population in our city has declined, pushing Black homeowners out, while speculators purchase their houses for pennies on the dollar. Black people are being foreclosed on because of rigged housing and economic systems.
Michelle Dillingham will fight for you. This is Victoria Strawn. You know me, Sister V. City Council prefers investing in a soccer stadium and gentrifying our historic neighborhoods. Malcolm X said that if you don't own land, you're nothing but a squatter.
Come on, Michelle, talk to the people.
City Council is being sued for discriminatory tax abatement programs that unfairly enrich wealthy white neighborhoods. I know because I've been fighting for reform for years. Isn't it time to elect a candidate who will stand up for the people over special interests? Vote for me, Michelle Dillingham, Democrat for Cincinnati City Council.
Paid for by Dillingham for council committee.
Good morning, choppers. I'm Scotty Johnson, candidate for Cincinnati City Council. Unfortunately, injustice remains in the city of Cincinnati. A remedy for injustice is courageous, bold leadership. I plan on bringing that type of leadership to City Hall. It's time to stop talking about it and to start doing something about it. Disparities have been in Cincinnati far too long. I'm the candidate to address those disparities. Vote Scotty Johnson for Cincinnati City Council.
Paid for by friends of Scotty Johnson.
Hi, this is County Commissioner Alicia Reese, and I'm supporting Reggie Harris for Cincinnati City Council. Not only did Reggie support me in my tough election last year, but we walked the streets of Cincinnati together to deliver food and help citizens in this pandemic. Reggie Harris knows what it means to help people in these tough times, and as a former vice mayor, I know how important it is to have good leaders at City Hall. That's why I'm asking you to join with me in voting for Reggie Harris for City Council.
Paid for by friends of Reggie Harris.
Can't sleep.
It's hard to pay attention in school.
I say mean things.
I keep getting in trouble.
I bully other kids.
I'm just scared.
No one sees my pain.
Sometimes I want to die.
So many of our children are facing trauma, but instead of seeing their pain and fear, we're labeling them bad, troubled, delinquent, or criminal. Let's look beyond their behaviors. Let's get them the help they need by helping them address the trauma they're facing.
Help me feel safe.
See me for more than my behaviors.
Understand that my actions are how I communicate my fears.
For more information, visit www.ohiostateofemergency.com. That's ohiostateofemergency.com.
And I want to remind you that those ads from ohiostateofemergency.com are paid for by my friends over at Renew Community Church. They support the initiative that they're doing. Shout out to Ron Hummins and his team. Again, I'll say it, man. I think it could be groundbreaking. I think it's super, super huge. If you're not hip to what they're doing, go over to their website, 3Ws.ohiostateofemergency.com, and then tap into what they're doing here and see how you, if you like and support what they're doing, try to figure out how you can support it. Good morning to you. Welcome back. And I know it's a lot of campaign ads, but it's campaign season. It's a necessary part of all media, especially locally. I know you're hearing it on your radio. You're hearing it. They got digital assets everywhere, but it's just part of what we do. It's part of it. Good morning to you. 513-873-7134. If you like to share your thoughts, you got my number right there. Good morning to you. This morning, I want to talk about Jada Pinkett as well. Well, it'll be a smattering of topics on people, politics, and pleasure. I love the red table talks. I love it. I love it because it's like the gift that just keeps on giving. It gives people like me so much stuff to talk about. And that controversy with her and August Alsina was everything, yo. Quit fronting. It was everything. See, I'm not like other people. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. It was everything when we found out that there was an entanglement. And then about a month ago, it came out. They admitted that they had an open relationship. And again, I don't make no judgments. Do whatever makes you happy in your relationship. You know what I'm saying? If that keeps them together, that keeps them together. Some might even say it's a more realistic attitude. I don't know about monogamy, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the latest. Did you hear the latest on one of the latest episodes? She had Gwyneth Paltrow. By she, I mean Jada Pinkett. She does it with her moms. Her moms look good, though. Black don't crack. Jada Pinkett mama look good. Damn, I went to her Instagram. Yeah, I be on Instagram. I'm that guy. Frolicking in the surf. I'm like, sit-ups are we? Sit-ups are we? Damn, Jada Pinkett mama looking good out here. Shanti's mama, Jada Pinkett Smith mama. They should start a group. You know what I'm saying? Gilfs. Maybe that's inappropriate. So what? But anyway, so that's just a gift that keeps on giving. And I just love the fact that that they have a show and they talk about they get real vulnerable. She feel comfortable. She didn't talk about all kind of stuff. Talking about how she been married for many years to Will, but she don't know what love is. I think people kind of misinterpret it. I think she was talking about loving herself. There's a meme out there and somebody made where it's got Jada Pinkett Smith and the caption reads, "Don't let your husband get in the way of finding the love of your life." Somebody posted that inside the Friends page. This goes back about a month or so ago. And at first I was like, what the fuck she talking about? You don't love Will Smith, been married 20 years. But I think what she meant was loving yourself. That can really happen, especially with a lot of women. And then they get caught up with that marriage thing and this damn fairy tale. I was just talking with a female friend of mine yesterday. And I'm trying to deprogram the damn fairy tale. Like, there is no fairy tale. There is no knight in Prince, no knight in shining armor that's gonna come in and swoop you up. No man can make you happy if you're already unhappy. He gonna make me happy. He gonna complete me. That's an unbelievable task. That is way too much pressure for any man to have to deal with, trying to make somebody happy. You should already be happy, sis, and we can just add to each other's happiness. Anything less than that is uncivilized. Way too much pressure. I'm a man. I ain't Superman, right? Damn. Who you think I am? But sometimes women have just the most unrealistic expectations with men. Even when they get older, in their 40s and 50s, just unrealistic expectations. My female friend is in her, she gonna hate it when I say this, but she in her early 50s. And still very attractive. I would say she's successful. She own her own home, got her own business, driving a nice whip, got the Mercedes, the drop top Mercedes, the whole 9 yards, right? And she gonna hate me when I talk about this, but I don't think she's listening, and I ain't putting out too much so nobody can know who she is. But from the outside looking in, just checking off all the boxes. Box, check box, box. And still with this fairy tale mentality. And I'm like, sis, there are no fairy tales. Get the hell over that. Why am I talking about this in a relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith? Is because she most recently had Gwyneth Paltrow. Remember Gwyneth Paltrow? No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit. But anyway, she got a new Netflix series, something about sex. I've seen it as I'm on Netflix. But I didn't really jump on it or nothing like that. And I guess she used to be hot to some people back in the day. I don't know. You have to make your. But as she was talking with Jada Pinkett Smith, some explosive details came out, right? Right. You know, Jada Pinkett Smith, among other things, was talking about how hard it is to maintain a sex life with her husband. I know Will is like, God damn, this woman, why the sheets are thicker than butter? And Gwyneth Paltrow was talking about how she's having some of the best sex of her life because she's a newlywed now. I think she's in her late 40s or 50s, but she's having the best sex of her life, which I can understand. You get older, you get more comfortable, you know what you like. I get that. But, you know, what was interesting to me was something that Jada Pinkett Smith said, and it goes back to like just the impossibility that some women have as it relates to men. And she was talking about, and Gwyneth Paltrow chimed in. She was like, yeah, you know, you expect for your husband or the man that loves you to read your mind. They actually said that shit. They actually said like, yeah. And when he can't read your mind, you get caught in your feelings, right? And Gwyneth was like, yeah. And I'm looking at this thing, it's like, read your mind. So now I got to provide. I got to find the G-spot and read your mind. Stop fronting, female choppers. Don't act like you ain't never thought that. Because if Gwyneth and they were saying this is how they felt maybe early on in their relationships, not necessarily now. So as they got older and became more mature women, they got a more mature understanding. But I'm like, I'm supposed to read your mind? Like for real on some Professor X type stuff? Like, where's Cerebro? You know, I got to put that helmet on and then I can connect with all the women, all the mutants. Read your mind, ladies? Y'all think I'm fronting. You know I got a clip for you. Y'all think I'm making this up, don't you? I never make things up. I always keep it Rizzo. This is amazing. I'm looking at this like, what in the hell? We reading minds now? We reading minds? Like, really now? And I can't really play the clip for you, actually, on second thought. I can't really play the clip for you because I think it's got a copyright protection on it, but just trust me. I'll post a link for you and you can check it out for yourself. All right. Hold on 1 second. You can check it. I ain't making it up. This woman said that she expected Will to read her mind And when he couldn't read her because he loves her, right? Your husband's supposed to be able to read your mind. Why the wifey just say, yeah, do better? I ain't gonna talk about her. I'm not gonna talk about her. I'm not gonna talk about us at all. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it on. I'm gonna keep it on the topic. This is crazy. Like, ladies, and I know we got a lot of mature women in the house now. Be honest here. You know, you might feel a little some way about raising your hand. Like, yes, I expect my boo to read my mind, but is this a real thing? Or is this like some Hollywood-ish? Because these are like two Hollywood types. So if you're just tapping in, I mean, I'm talking about something that happened on the Red Table Talks. She said the wifey's off cam and off mic saying, you're supposed to know us. Just know us. You've been with me all this time and you don't know what my facial expressions mean? Like, yeah, I do know it took some time. So yeah, when you're in a long-term relationship with a woman, you start to, and I'm sure she knows me the same way. Like, she knows what that mean, and like, she knows what that mean, and she knows what all my facial expressions mean. But that's reading facial expressions. That's not reading your mind. Can I get a little something to go on here, please? Can I get a little something to go on? Can I get a little something to go on, please? She said, yes, you got something when I slam the door and be slamming stuff. Okay. So if you're just tapping in, you know, we're talking about a conversation that was recently had on the Red Table Talks with Jada Pinkett Smith and Gwyneth Paltrow. These are two big time Hollywood types, right? And Jada revealed and Gwyneth agreed that she expected her husband to read her mind. Like, what you mean? You don't know me? You don't know me? So I got to take out the trash. I got to take care of these bills. I got to find and maintain a relationship with the G-spot. And I have to read your freaking mind and be nice to the in-laws. I got to do all of this? God dang it. No wonder marriages are not being successful. Maybe no wonder people breaking up. That is just too much pressure for any man. No, I'm good. Thank you. That's too much pressure for any man to deal with. That is way too much pressure. God darn it. I'm trying not to curse. I know it's lame as hell, but I'm trying not to curse. So just bear with me. I'll get better. I'm a creature of habit. Naisha writes, insanity. Thank you, Naisha. Thank you so much. It's great to know there's some sisters out there with some damn sense. Nikki got jokes. She is funny for this. She writes, if Will really read her mind, he would know she loved Tupac. You were so wrong for that. You were so wrong for that. Why would you say that? That is so funny. Susan writes, we read your minds. Oh my God. So women are able to read the minds of their husbands. Damn, I hope not. I hope not. My wife don't want to read my mind. Trust me. Maurice writes, Kevin Samuel says some foul things about women. I think he was hurt by a woman. He said some foul things. I never heard him say anything foul about women. Read minds like I'm Mr. Cleo, right? She wants chicken. She wants chicken for dinner. Nat writes, why does she feel the need to put their business out there all the time? They already rich, shaking my head, because and I get it, you know, and I like that. You know, I'm happy, and I said it before, I like that show. I like it a whole lot. Number one, it's the gift that keeps on giving. It gives people like me something to talk about, you know, something to think about, and I like that. But then secondly, it's become a space for Jada, her mama, and her son and her daughter to just speak their truth. And therefore, by extension, maybe women as well. And that's a great space. That's a great space for women to just be authentically themselves and speak real about marriage. Because there's a lot of people out there, a lot of women. Like I said, I got a female friend who still is holding on to some fairy tales. She says she's not, but I think she's holding on to fairy tales about marriage. But there's a lot of fairy tales out there about long-term relationships and marriage. And they are bursting bubbles. You know what I'm saying? They're giving a different way to look at marriage, right? That is true and authentic to them, but it might seem foreign to a lot of people. But as I look at it, I don't see no lies. I'm like, okay, that's what you do. That's what you got to do to keep going. And that's what y'all have developed. Okay, well, no problems with it. That's you. But some people have this unrealistic idea, and it's typically people that have never been in a relationship longer than 3, 4, 5 years. And they just have I think they have a wrong image of what that really is and what that really means, in my opinion. And I think that show gives you another lens. I won't say it's the only way of looking at it, because it's not. There's a lot of ways to look at anything, including a long-term relationship or a marriage. But it's just another way of looking at it. And they seem to be, they still together. Man, listen, if you can find somebody that want to put up with your funky ass for 20 years, 10 years, with all the problems that people have as individuals, as humans, you're doing a great thing. I'm telling you, you're doing a great thing, because human beings are God's little selfish creatures, and people change. So if you find somebody that want to rock with you and deal with all your nonsense, I'd rather be with you and all your bullshit. That's very true. Somebody want to put up with all you and your bull is. That's why I say do it. Do it. Go for it, because that is a very, very, very rare thing. It's very, very rare. So when you find it, hold on to it, savor it, honor it, love it, give it what, nurture it. Angela writes, I don't want my husband to read my mind, because sometimes I'll be cussing his ass out for dumb ish he done said. LOL. I know that's right. Nikki writes, wifey is correct. Oh my God. This is the scariest thing ever. This must be Halloween. This is straight scary. Wifey is correct. You just saying that because you know she in the next room. I see you, Nikki. You're supposed to be on my side. She says, thank you, Nikki. You're supposed to be on my side. Oh my God. Yo writes, good morning. Akeem writes, Jada has a point. Goldie and the Mac knew how to read the woman's mind. What? Goldie and the Mac? Oh, you know why I brought this up? Because y'all is just terrible people sometimes. Y'all terrible. I mean, I don't really mean that. Y'all terrible, but in a good way, in a fun way. In a fun way for a talk show like this. I don't take this shit too seriously. I don't take myself too seriously. You know what I'm saying? We just having fun. We just having fun. That's it. That's it. Brandy writes, but as a woman, we do expect certain things, like your man should know what you're going through, something, etc. Oh my God. This is scarier than Jason. This is scarier than damn Jason and Aliens and Predator, all of them. Oh my gosh. Brandy, how the hell are we supposed to know that as men? And if you don't tell us? It's one thing if you're communicating that, but not every person, not every woman has the ability to articulate and communicate her feelings. And you expect your man, your husband, your fiance just to be able to like he's supposed to read the defense like Peyton Manning or like Tom Brady? I don't know what the hell y'all doing. Is this a cover two or is it man to man? I don't have no idea. Oh my God. I might have lost some of y'all with those football references. I get it. Virgos don't lie, don't cheat, and don't read minds. Thank you. Virgos don't lie. We don't cheat, and we don't read no freaking minds. We ain't got no time for that. Because Virgos are all caught up with our damn selves. That's why. We too caught up with ourselves. We ain't got time to be reading no damn minds. Let me read it. He gets a whole bunch for those. Good points, brother. Thank you. Virgos unite. Virgos squad up. Virgos. Virgos don't lie. Virgos don't cheat. And we don't read minds. We keep it 100. Naisha writes, I'm only 30, was married once, but that's crazy to me. Damn, really? Interesting. Damn, really? Damn, I'm dying to dig further, sis, but I'm not going to. I'll leave it just like that. Nikki writes, hold on one second. My cam just went out. So you're going to have to deal with just my voice for a second or two. For a minute or two, maybe. Oh, my gosh. I'm in the middle of a show, camera. Camera says, I don't give a damn. Right? Hold on one second. might be able to put the cam back up. We'll see. Now, you already know I do my due diligence every morning. So you already know I check my cam. And the cam said, we are 100% charged, Nate. And I guess the camera's like, you know what? I'm sick of Jada too. It could be. So just give me a second. Give me a minute, like 30, and I'll put the cam back up. It's just what it is. You see here, where we are. Nikki, here we go. And run a radio show, right? So I'm supposed to do all this stuff. I'm supposed to take the trash out, take care of bills, take care of children, take care of wifey, find and maintain a relationship with the G-spot, have a good relationship with in-laws, read your mind, and do a digital radio show. God dang it, that's too much. That's too much pressure. You should see her face right now. It's hilarious. What is it, wifey? She making faces. That's funny. That's funny. What's up, John? Oh, thank you so much. John just wrote, sorry for the loss of your mother, but hopefully this picture will cheer you up. What in the hell? Why would this picture cheer me up, John? John just sent me the weirdest picture ever. What the hell? Oh, my gosh. This must be Halloween. John just sent me the weirdest picture ever. And now John is calling in. My cam is down for a minute, y'all, like 30 minutes. Got to recharge it. My apologies on that. But the show goes on. Hey, good morning, John. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Nathan Ivey and the good people of Cincinnati, as well as the good people around the world and those choppers. Once again, sorry for the loss of your mother. Hopefully this picture would cheer you up. Getting ready for Halloween and the lovely ladies down here in Florida, as you can see.
John, is that a random woman in this picture you just took a picture with? I mean, who is this woman?
Yeah. Well, I teach a spin class here in Florida.
You teach a spin class?
Yeah, I've been teaching for a number of years since I left New Jersey. Teach 5 classes a week, working around my projects. But it's a way of keeping in shape, keeping the body light and loose.
Absolutely.
Many things. John from Florida do that. A lot of people don't know about it, but you'll read about it in the book next year.
Hey, John, do I have your permission to show that image that you to everybody and put on the screen?
Oh, yes. I don't have a problem with that. You can show it if you want to.
What the hell are you doing, John?
It's my costume, my mask that I given out my trick-or-treat chocolates before the class, and one of the lovely ladies in the class, she wanted to take a picture of me with that mask on. No problem. I don't have a problem.
So you already had the mask on, and then she came over to you and said, or did she ask you to put the mask on, or did you put the mask on?
Just before my class started, she said, she said, "Oh, so funny. It's funny. Can I take a picture of that?" I said, "Sure, no problem." They don't know who I am underneath the mask. So if you post it, doesn't matter, you know.
Oh, man, I love the fact you're working out, man. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. You're right. Strong body, strong mind, huh? You love the Latin women, don't you?
I won't get into that. I can break it down different ways, but we'll leave it like that. I know the wifey is listening, so I tried to get you to come out here, Nate, over the summertime to just relax a little bit, but I guess the wifey is not going to have it. You know?
Oh, she had no problem with that.
Oh, okay. But you know, let's get to the topics at hand. As Biden gets ready to go off into the sunset to Europe. And this bill, to me, it looks like it's shot in the water. These 2 Democrats, if you want to call them Democrats, they're sellout artists. I often say to people, when you look at Republicans and Democrats, I never forget when Mayor Koch, which was the former mayor, he's passed away, was mayor for 2 terms in New York City. And Dinkins came in. He didn't get a 3rd term he wanted. And so he got pissed off, took his marbles, and jumped over to the Republican side. So you look at these, at what you call them moderate Democrats. I think they're sellouts for the Republican parties. They wine and dine with each other. I think white cracker Lizzie Graham.
What? What did you just say?
I call him for what he is. Senator, South Carolina, I call him white cracker, Southern white cracker.
Man, that ain't right.
I'll
But
say,
go right ahead. That
I'll,
ain't right,
I'll,
John. You're wrong for that. But go right ahead.
I'll say it again. Southern white cracker, Lizzie Graham. He's all about $1 and all about selling out his constituents. But, he was on this moderate Democrat's yacht. And they had a big party over the summer, about 2 months ago. And Lindsey Graham was on that yacht. When he got off that yacht, he came home. He caught the COVID. So, these guys wine and dine each other. I know. I heard that caller when I called in earlier, and one of your callers, one of your choppers said, "Hey, you don't vote anyway." Well, you're seeing the system for what it is. It's a big mess.
He's got a point, John. You don't vote.
It's not. No, I do vote. I cast my vote in that last election.
You voted for Zorro, John. That's not really casting your vote. You invalidated your whole ballot.
Let's not go around the corner with that.
Let's not
I think
do it, but I mean,
we dance with that. I don't want you to get upset, so you can grab your marbles and hang up on me. I want to get
check you out.
I want to get my piece out before my time is slotted.
Go right ahead.
And I know you probably talked about it many a times that, these Republicans and Democrats, okay, yes, you want to call it negotiating and this and that. And I'm sure the pay to leave or the women that want to take off for pregnancy is pissed off that that is going to be shot down in flames and in this bill. So, Biden is getting some of the Democrats to party over. He was supposed to take off yesterday, but he didn't, to go to this summit, 20 summit or whatever they call this summit, so they can wine and dine each other and sell the world out. But he's going to hold off because I think it's a meeting in Washington this morning. He's going to go before the Democratic caucus to figure out a way of getting these two rats of Democrats to stop playing footsie and get on with the party. It's funny. When the Republicans had control and Trump was in there, he did whatever he wanted to do. He said to the Republicans, "You lockstep with me or else I'm going to get you." They lockstep with him, and they're still doing the same thing. So these two moderate Democrats are playing games with the Republicans, and it's not about their constituents and their states. It's about selling the American people down the drain, and we're seeing it for what it is. We've talked about this many times, and this will just continue. Your comments, sir?
I don't have any comments. Other than, I still am baffled how you're so deep into politics, but yet you don't vote. But again, you're right. Let's not go down there. But again, your big bro Nate got to tell you about yourself from time to time, John. You are hilarious, and this picture is hilarious too, man.
Well, that's before my class the other day, I was giving out chocolates before the class to the people that came into the class. And I had my mask on, and one of the ladies in the class, "Are you going to wear that mask?" The whole class, I said, "No, because this thing is hot." They said, "I'm going to take," and I'm a sweater in that class anyway, because I'm doing so much between teaching, instructing, on the bike, off the bike. I sweat like a pig in that class.
Look at you. So she's in your class then?
Yeah, she's one of the people in my class.
Look at you, John. I didn't know you was teaching spinning classes. Look at you, man.
And well, they often say I teach the best class because I teach good music and I instruct on, off. I push them depending on the class and I can gauge what they can do and what they can't do. And I always have the loveliest ladies in my class too. I like that too. But anyway, we won't get into that.
Let's not get into that. John, do you still have those pictures you took of Yvette Simpson?
I don't know what I did with that. It might be someplace. I might have it someplace on my laptop. I don't know where it's at, but I probably didn't delete it because being though you and Lincoln Ware is always slicing and dicing me because of the pictures, making like
Lincoln wasn't even there. He wasn't even there that day. Why is he talking about it?
Well,
he wasn't even there.
He chimes into, I don't know why, but he chimes in. I mean, I think one of his choppers on his station probably told him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he wasn't even there. It was I was the one showing you around Cincinnati. I took you to that party 4 years ago.
And I appreciate that. You gave me the tour of Cincinnati, which I
did.
Which I do.
I told you come to Cincinnati. I'll take you to all the best spots to eat, show you around town. That goes to any of the listeners who don't live in Cincinnati. Just let me know. I got you.
but I might have that picture around
I
someplace.
know
I'll
you
have to
still
look
got those pictures, man.
But I showed up at her event because she showed up at my event when I was screening that film
Right.
at the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center, and I
Right.
sat next to her, and me and her talked a little bit. And I appreciate her for sponsoring the event. So that's why I came to town to support her, because she supported me. Now
Right, I get
you and Lincoln twisted around to another direction, making like I was
Lincoln
stalking
wasn't
them.
even there. He don't know what he talking about. I was right there. I saw what you was doing.
Well, his listeners, his listeners listen to your show.
Yeah.
And occasionally when I call Lincoln, I get some of those choppers calling in after I hang up. After I hang up, they
They're
want
everywhere.
to dice me, and Lincoln bought into that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he did.
So he mentions it every now and then. I guess he's got to get his.
Get your own damn stories, Lincoln. Where he was not even there. I took you there that day. I was one standing right next to you. Walked in. I introduced you to Curtis Fuller and all the folks that was there, and I saw your creepiness come out, and it wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
It wasn't pretty.
And now, I don't know how he got this. The other day when I called, I think that was either Friday or Monday, he says, "Oh, I heard you have a book coming out. Are you going to come to Cincinnati?" I said, "Yeah, I'm coming to Cincinnati." But I didn't tell him I'm coming to see you first before him. And well, he said, naturally, he jumped in real fast. "Well, you make sure when that book comes out, you come in to." I said, "Well, I'm sorry. I didn't tell him, but I'm coming to see Mr. Nathan Ivey first before I come
don't
to
tell him
see
that.
him.
Don't tell him that.
He's got to stand in line." But on one of your choppers, you know how your choppers are. They're going to tip Lincoln Ware off some kind of way. But yes, you have my permission to go ahead and post that. They don't see my face, and it's just
I'm
fun.
showing it
We're
right
just,
now, and I think
we're
it's
just
turning some
having
stomachs.
fun.
John
We're
is the
just having
creepy
fun.
spin teacher. That's what Joy writes.
That's okay. That's okay. It doesn't bother me.
Right. You got thick skin, John. That's one thing I like about you, John. You got thick skin. You know who you are. You just do you, man. And I appreciate your support.
I think out of all your callers, I enjoy listening to is Drop when he calls in. Is Drop the one on the West Coast?
Yeah, that's Drop on the West Coast in California.
Yeah,
I enjoy all the callers, but yeah, Drop's definitely up there.
Yeah, I like his now. Is Drop on the Republican side, or he's
is
neutral?
he? Of course he is.
Okay, so I picked up a couple of things he said in the past and brought it to my attention. But Drop, I know you're listening and you're eager to. I don't know if he called in yet, but he's going to be calling in. And I enjoy his perspective, but as long as you understand, Drop, there are two sides of a coin to the Republicans and Democrat Party. They all wine and dine each other. Oh, Lizzie Graham, Southern white cracker, Lizzie Graham. But they all wine and dine each other. And they're all in bed, which is taking this country down the road, which is what those two Democrats are fighting over. They're in bed with the Republicans, and they'll do anything to tear this country down. So some of you choppers, I know you're eager to get in so you can slice and dice me. Vote, shut up. Oh, well, why should I vote? I'll sit back and laugh and see the smile or the destruction of this country, where China and other countries are just working around us saying, let them fight, let them kill each other. When the dust settled, we'll come and take it all. Have a nice day.
Thank you for the call, John. Take it easy. That's John from used to be Princeton, New Jersey. Now he is relocated to Florida. And if you're wondering, where is Nate at? Where is his cam? My cam died on me in the middle of the show. I believe that it was charged up. I got a ritual. I do my due diligence, but sometimes things happen. Technology is not perfect. But the show goes on. Just give me about 30 minutes or so, another 20 minutes. You got me until 9:30, and we should be Gucci. We should be good. Heaven's Angel writes, OMG, what is going on in here? Right. Don't ask. You don't really want to know. John, that man right there. That man right there. Politically Petty Podcast Show writes, Drop too busy calling other sellout shows, crying like a little Mitch about the GOP. Is that right? Charles writes, is he teaching in slow, easy, low impact spin class, or did he just start? He looks nothing like those spin class instructors on the Peloton commercial. You wrong for that, Charles. You're wrong for that. is he teaching a slow, easy, low impact spin class? You is so wrong for that, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. But please don't ever do that again. This is the kind of stuff that people send me early in the morning. Now, how the hell am I supposed to have a good day looking at something like this? I just don't know if that's game right there. Is that game? Is that good game, ladies? I guess so. Let me put a freaky, scary mask on and take a picture. Yeah, I'm scared for her. I'm scared for you, sis. Run. Run, Forrest, run. So we kicked off today's show. Let me see if I can reset the show a bit. John is nuts. And why is Lincoln Ware talking about that story? Lincoln, you weren't even there. These are my stories, damn it. These are my stories. Oh, my God. John came to Cincinnati 4 years ago. Remember 4 years ago? Go back. You had the election. It was the re-election efforts of John Cranley. And damn, I wish that Yvette Simpson would have won. But I guess things worked out the way they're supposed to work. And John came, and I showed him around town. Like I told you, election night, typically I go to all the parties. I'll be doing the same thing if I'm not working that night. And I took John with me. We went to all the parties. We went to Jeff Pastor's party, all the ones that were downtown. We went over to a bunch of parties, and we also went over to Yvette Simpson's party. It was over at I can see the name of the place. It's like a block up from Washington Park. We was over there. It was a who's who when we walked in. Everybody was there. It was packed. Everybody was happy. It was before the returns came in. Everybody was there. All the Democrats were there. It was a who's who of Black Cincinnati that was there. And John was there. And this mofo started taking pictures of Yvette Simpson from across the room. You know what I'm saying? He started taking pictures of it. I'm like, why are you taking pictures of Yvette Simpson like that? You're creepy ass, man. I brought you here. Don't disrespect. Don't embarrass me like that. Oh, she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. In that John voice. I'm like, oh God, what did I do? So then I felt like I had to stay around just to protect Yvette from John. You know what I'm saying? I was like her bodyguard. She had no idea. Yvette Simpson don't know nothing about this. I never brought this up to her. I probably never will bring this up to her. She has no idea about any of this. She has no idea that John from Florida was infatuated with her. She has no idea. And I've talked to her several times since then. She's been on the show. I'm not going to bring that up to her. That woman got bigger things on her plate, right? So I'm like her bodyguard, her unofficial bodyguard, because I brought this man to the damn party, and he started acting all like freaking You. You ever seen that Netflix series You? That's a funny series, man. It's pretty good. It's got some Dexter in it. Dude is absolutely nuts. She's the one. I knew you felt the same way too. I'm like, what the hell? You never seen that before? You got to watch that Netflix series You. It is worth your time. It is worth your time. Dude is absolutely nuts. And so I'm there trying to protect Yvette Simpson from John. I swear to God, this is true. And Lincoln Ware was not there. So this is not your story to tell, Lincoln Ware. I'm just having fun with it. No one man should have all this fun. I'll say it again. Tony writes, what did you do? You endangered Yvette Simpson? That's what you did, Nate. I didn't mean to. I didn't know what I unleashed in Cincinnati. I had no idea. John had a camera with him. He had like a real, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a Canon. I don't know what it was, but it was a real live camera, like a DSLR. And he started taking pictures from across the damn room. I'm like, what are you doing? And when you see somebody taking pictures, you kind of like follow the trajectory like in your head. So just imagine like John's on the left side of the room and he's pointing his camera, and I just kind of follow along to the right side, and damn, he's taking pictures of Yvette Simpson. And I walked over to him like, what is you doing? And he showed me like, yeah, I'm taking some. I'm like, oh gosh, what did I do? What did I do? Joy writes, You is crazy. Love that show. Yeah, I haven't started the new season, but I'm definitely gonna watch it because dude is nuts. He is nuts. Charles writes, that's the camera you can see, Nate, but I bet you didn't see John's button cam on his coat. John is the type to have a button cam. I'm having fun with John. That's my brother right there. He support me. I support him. He's a good guy. He's creepy as hell. He was creepy that night. I can't lie about that. And I did fear for Yvette Sapesy just a little bit, kind of playing, and like in a U-type way. And if you've ever watched that series, you know what I'm talking about. Like John had a whole relationship in his head with Yvette Simpson. She don't know nothing about this. But Glenn Wright, and I thought I had radio stalkers. Terry writes, her zone 15 senses would have alerted her to John, right? Her zone 15 senses. That's funny. That is hilarious. Like, wait a minute, I sense danger. If I bring him to Yvette, she might be like, you know what? That explains it, because my zone 15 senses were going off that night. And I couldn't understand why. Danger. Glenn writes, so John is the reason she married a white man, creepy black dude. You wrong for that, man. I have no idea. Daryl writes, Tuesday killed me. 2,000 meter row in 11 minutes 15 seconds, 100 free squats, 80 push-ups, 60 sit-ups, 40 inverted rows, and 800 meter run. I ain't there yet, but I did finish. Oh, I love to hear that, Daryl, man. Keep it up, brother. Health is wealth, man. I want all my peoples to be strong body, strong mind. I want all the choppers to be walking around here like the 300, swole. Abs on abs on abs. Your best version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Greatness at every age. Greatness. That's beautiful. I love hearing that, man. And of course, I'm going to get it in today. You already know. I already got it in a little bit earlier before the show. There's nothing like working out before the show. Oh, my God. It's so great. So good. So good. I love to hear. That's encouraging. Drop writes, this is one of the funniest Nathan Ivey shows in a long time. Oh, good. I want people to laugh. I want you to have a good time because life is so serious. You know, as a black family, we got a lot of issues we dealing with, and we'll deal with it. But we can take a day or two, or maybe 3 or 4 or 5 or 15 weeks and just laugh a little bit because the world is so serious, man. We got Karens, we got Darrens, we got racism and redlining. We fighting to rebuild Black Wall Streets. We got drug problems. We got school systems that's been failing us. We got to make all these decisions about these politicians. Many of them are very undistinguishable, right? We got our own personal going to work and putting food on the table and dealing with COVID and losing family members. Man, shit, I want to laugh. Sometimes I just want to laugh and have a good time. Is that okay? You know what I'm saying? Just give me a little space on that. Thank you so much, Mattress. Appreciate you. We're just getting started. The kids writes, Charles, you crazy. John got a whole schmedium outfit on. Is this schmedium right here? That's not schmedium. Charles is funny talking about, is he doing the the slow-mo? You is wrong for that, bro. The slow-mo class. That's just funny. So let me reset the table a little bit and kind of get back to what I plan to talk about. When I kicked the show off, I was talking about and getting your thoughts about this. I don't think it's a big controversy, but maybe worthy of a little bit of time here. Some AKAs was tripping about the fact on the latest episode of Insecure, you know, that's Issa Rae's show, that one of that character right there, her name is Tiffany. That's her character name. In real life, her name is Amanda Seales. And Amanda Seales is very talented. She's very talented. I support talented people. And I've watched the series from the very beginning, and I'm a fan of Issa Rae and Insecure. I think the show is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's very interesting. And I'm gonna go back. I may go back. I'm not gonna go back and start from the year one because I'm just so invested. I just want to get to the new season. Get to the new season, right? But it's worth your time. Are you looking for something like, you know, it's Girlfriends? It's Girlfriends, only it's a modern Girlfriends with more adult in it. And I keep saying it, I like adult things. I ain't afraid of nudity. I ain't afraid of sexual content. I'm not afraid of adult, mature themes. I like all of it if it makes sense. If it's gratuitous, I'm like, I don't want to keep seeing this. But if it fits with the script and what they doing and it mirrors real life, I'm here for it. And the reason why is because I'm a grown ass man. I'm not into cartoons, like little kid cartoons. I don't want to watch all that. I did all that with my daughter. With Dora, I used to watch Dora in the Backyardigans, and it was cool. But I was sitting there like, damn, I want to watch some adult stuff. So it's adult. It ain't like over the top adult, but just so you know, it's adult. It's the kind of thing that you don't want kids in the room when you're watching. It's that kind of adult. But you and your girlfriends or you and your significant other as grown people, y'all probably get a lot of kick out of it because of the adult situations that mirror real life. So that's my recommendation on it. And on the latest episode, the character portrayed by Amanda Seales, known as Tiffany on the show, it's just a character. She was rocking and portraying an AKA, which prompted some AKAs to get in their feelings and go on Twitter and talk about it. And I'm like, really, is it that serious? So I just simply asked members of the Divine Nine how you felt about it. Because I'm not a member and I can't speak for you. And I want to know what you think. To me, it's just comedy. It's just a portrayal. She's not a real AKA. And that's why I said, Memo to AKA, stop tripping. Stop tripping. After that, we talked about the Red Table Talk. And if you're wondering why my camera's not on, I'll say it again because my battery was exhausted. And after the 9 a.m. break, I'll turn the cam back on and hopefully it'll take us to 9:30. So bear with me. You don't want to see this face anyway, so it'll be cool. These images are far more attractive. But we talked about the Red Table Talk series. And I love that series. I do. I love it as a content creator because it gives me shit to talk about. I love it. They be stirring a pot. They be stirring a pot, getting people thinking and talking, and I love it. And on the latest, Jada Pinkett, along with Jada Pinkett's fine-ass mama, sat down with Gwyneth Paltrow, because black don't crack. What they got in their background, man? They looking good. Although I think sometimes Jada looks like she had a little Botox, and I hate that. Go out the way. If God wants you to have wrinkles, you can get some wrinkles. Just eat healthy, drink a lot of water, and exercise, and be the best version of whatever God wants you to be. That's my take. But anyway, she don't give a damn what I think because she married to Will Smith, right? But anyway, in the latest episode, she admitted that there were points early in her relationship where she expected Will Smith to read her freaking mind. And it shocked me when I watched the clip because Gwyneth Paltrow was like, yeah. And I'm like, wait a minute. Is this a whole thing? Do women really expect for men to read their minds? Dear Lord, hallowed be thy name. No wonder marriages are not able to last. Read minds? That's way too much work. Way too much work. You know what I'm saying? My mutant ability is something else. I can't read minds. And the wifey she's within earshot, which is a little bit different. And she chimed in, telling me, yeah, you're supposed to read my facial expressions. Read your facial expressions. So now we're supposed to read minds out here? That no wonder people can't find one another. Because you find them and then you blow the deal because you expect for him to read your mind. Memo to women everywhere. Men cannot read your mind. Now, we might get to know you better and spend more time with you. We can kind of pick up on your nonverbals. Yes, we can read nonverbal communication after we get to know you. But read minds? And on the clip, she was like, yeah, you love me. You're supposed to read my mind. I'm like, where do women get this ish? That's my question right there. Where do women get this ish? What comic book, what television show, what church is teaching women at a young age that when you fall in love and find your one and only or your one for the now, your man, your husband, that he's supposed to know you so well that he reads your mind? Where are you learning that? Kathy writes, I'm a fan of Insecure too, Nate. Yeah, Insecure is fun, man. It's just a fun show. It's just a fun show. Jenny writes, Girlfriends was my show. I enjoy Girlfriends too. I enjoy it. It was fun. I know, I'm a man. You had a lot of beautiful women on there. Of course, I was gonna get into it. Joan, Damn, and Jill Marie Jones. Jill Marie Jones. Cash Rice Backyardigans was classic. I still watch it without my kids. LOL, don't judge me, do you? Now, I must admit, Cass, that Backyardigans had the best songs. They had the best songs. My daughter can recite the songs right now. And when your kids are watching certain shows, you get into it. So I can't lie to you. I mean, me and the wife, you'd be dancing around the Backyardigans with our daughter when she was younger. It's just what you do. You know what I'm saying? It was wholesome fun, and it was no big deal. Charles writes, Charlie Winburn writes, good morning, winners. And remember, winners focus on winning as Nate states. That's right. That's our personal motto. We got our own song. We got our own name. We got our own motto. Winners focus on winning. Losers focus on winners. Okay. I got that from the prophet. You know who the prophet is. Susan writes, not going to deny the first time I tried watching Insecure was during the pandemic, and I binge watched like 3 seasons over the course of a week. I definitely like the show. Just don't have the time in my hands for much TV. Yeah, I feel you. I'm the same way, Susan. Just a lot of fun. Just a lot of fun. And it's black people. I see black people. And it's just, it ain't like nobody's on drugs and they ain't running from the cops and they ain't serving up fiends. And it's just a slice of life type of show, right? And I don't know, they're millennials. I don't know what they are. I just like it. I'm not really sure. I was here for it. I never could really get into Friends. I'll be honest with you. I watched a few episodes. I'm like, yeah, it was cool, but I didn't see me on there, so I couldn't really go all the way there with it. So it was dope for me, though. Where are you learning this, ladies? Where do you learn that your husband or your man or the knight in shining armor is supposed to read your mind? Where in the hell do you get that? Where do you get that? Is that game that some man ran on you when you was a young girl or something? So now you feel like every dude's supposed to read your mind. He brought me flowers when I was thinking about flowers. How did he know? He just played the role because he was trying to get the skins. He made you feel like y'all had a connection or something. Is that what happened? Everybody's silent. I don't hear anything. That must be it. D-Kid writes, for real, the AKA's gonna need to go on and make Issa an honorary member. Do they do that? They do that? That would be a good idea. Issa Rae is super talented. And again, she started on YouTube, y'all. To my creators out there, because I am a creator, and so I identify with creators. To all my creator folks out there, I love and understand creators. She started on YouTube with Awkward Black Girl, which is still up. If you go on YouTube right now, hopefully once the show is over, don't turn away now. Or maybe you pull up on a different screen, maybe you're on like your desktop or something like that. If you go to Awkward Black Girl, you can watch just how Issa Rae started. And then she parlayed that into an HBO series that just took off. And I saw her on 60 Minutes just in the last week. And she sat down with, I forget the sister's name, with Gayle King. Shout out to Gayle King. Snoop Dogg was wrong to call that woman a bitch. She was wrong for that. It wasn't that serious. Gayle King did what she was supposed to do with that interview when she was talking about Kobe Bryant. She had every right to ask those questions. That's what journalists do. They ask the questions that some people are afraid to ask. You know what I'm saying? You ain't sitting there trying to be somebody's damn friend, right? If it's a tough question need to be asked, a real journalist asks those questions. And if the subject of the interview wants to get in their feelings, then so be it. Get in your feelings then. But she sat down with Gayle King. It was a fascinating interview. Fascinating. So check that. And she also most recently sat down with the Breakfast Club, another fascinating interview. They have the best interviews on the Breakfast Club. But let me slip into a break because I want to put the cam back up as soon as possible because I got to roll out. I got a hard stop at 9:30 a.m. I'll say it again. Early voting is taking place right now. You can early vote right now. I'll say it again. Right now, you can early vote. And once you make your decisions, just go in there and take care of it. That way, on election day, you don't have to be bothered. You can do what you want to do.
How you doing?
You can do it how you want to do it. Sit back and just watch the poll results come in, okay? You can kick back and just watch the poll results come in. That'll be a lot of fun, all right? But as we go into the break again, I know you're probably being inundated with a lot of campaign ads. That's just a very necessary part of the media business. You're going to hear them here. Our breaks are going to be extended. I know it's a little bit unusual for a podcast, but it's a very necessary part of what I do and what we do here at CDM. And I know you're getting that on terms of radio and television. It is what it is. What I would ask you to do is sit tight, stay glued, and just give them your ear. I'm not telling you, I'm not giving any endorsements, but it is an opportunity for you to hear from people that are running for political offices on different levels. And we'll be back right after this.
Good morning, Choppers. I'm Scotty Johnson, candidate for Cincinnati City Council. Unfortunately, injustice remains in the city of Cincinnati. A remedy for injustice is courageous, bold leadership. I plan on bringing that type of leadership to City Hall. It's time to stop talking about it and to start doing something about it. Disparities have been in Cincinnati far too long. I'm the candidate to address those disparities. Vote Scotty Johnson for Cincinnati City Council.
Paid for by friends of Scotty Johnson.
I'm former Mayor Dwight Tillery asking you to vote for my friend, Michelle Dillingham, who is a Democrat running for Cincinnati City Council. The black population in our city has declined, pushing black homeowners out, while speculators purchase their houses for pennies on the dollar. Black people are being foreclosed on because of rigged housing and economic systems.
Michelle Dillingham will fight for you. This is Victoria Strawn. You know me, Sister V. City Council prefers investing in a soccer stadium and gentrifying our historic neighborhoods. Malcolm X said that if you don't own land, you're nothing but a squatter.
Come on, Michelle, talk to the people.
City Council is being sued for discriminatory tax abatement programs that unfairly enrich wealthy white neighborhoods. I know because I've been fighting for reform for years. Isn't it time to elect a candidate who will stand up for the people over special interests? Vote for me, Michelle Dillingham, Democrat for Cincinnati City Council.
Paid for by Dillingham for Council Committee.
This is former Mayor Dwight Tillery, and I'm asking you to vote for Attorney Elizabeth Tye for municipal judge.
At a time like this,
we need Attorney Elizabeth Tye on the bench so that justice can roll down like a mighty stream.
At a time like this,
I'm licensed in Ohio, the federal courts, including the United States Supreme Court, and I know who will make a good judge like Attorney Elizabeth Tye.
At a time like this,
I've known Attorney Elizabeth Tye all of her life, and she believes in equal justice and will make sure those in her courtroom will get a fair trial.
At a time like this,
Attorney Elizabeth Tye is a woman of great integrity, courage, and experience who has built a great law practice. She will be accountable to the people and not go along just to get along.
At a time like this,
I'm Attorney Elizabeth Tye, and I'm asking for your vote for municipal court judge on November 2nd.
Paid for by the committee to elect Democrat Elizabeth Tye for municipal judge.
Good morning, Choppers. I'm Scotty Johnson, candidate for Cincinnati City Council. Unfortunately, injustice remains in the city of Cincinnati. A remedy for injustice is courageous, bold leadership. I plan on bringing that type of leadership to City Hall. It's time to stop talking about it and to start doing something about it. Disparities have been in Cincinnati far too long. I'm the candidate to address those disparities. Vote Scotty Johnson for Cincinnati City Council.
Paid for by friends of Scotty Johnson.
Hi, this is County Commissioner Alicia Reese, and I'm supporting Reggie Harris for Cincinnati City Council. Not only did Reggie support me in my tough election last year, but we walked the streets of Cincinnati together to deliver food and help citizens in this pandemic. Reggie Harris knows what it means to help people in these tough times, and as a former vice mayor, I know how important it is to have good leaders at City Hall. That's why I'm asking you to join with me in voting for Reggie Harris for City Council.
Paid for by friends of Reggie Harris.
Can't sleep.
It's hard to pay attention in school.
I say mean things.
I keep getting in trouble.
I bully other kids.
I'm just scared.
No one sees my pain.
Sometimes I want to die.
So many of our children are facing trauma, but instead of seeing their pain and fear, we're labeling them bad, troubled, delinquent, or criminal. Let's look beyond their behaviors. Let's get them the help they need by helping them address the trauma they're facing.
Help me feel safe.
See me for more than my behaviors.
Understand that my actions are how I communicate my fears.
For more information, visit www.ohiostateofemergency.com. That's ohiostateofemergency.com.
I think we back in the building, everybody. Let's get back into it, shall we? Good morning. Again, I want to remind you that my friends over at Renew Community Church are supporting the Ohio State of Emergency with those ads here on the Nathan Ivey Show. Good morning to you. Welcome back. There it is. We back in the building. I think I like that. Yeah, I think that's good. What's happening up there? Yeah, there we go. The Black Panther looking over my shoulder. It's not Wakanda, but it's the closest we gonna get right now. Cyber Wakanda. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning. Welcome back. Yeah, the cam went down. These kind of things happen. Karis, one new song, Crazy. Okay, thanks. I'll check it out. We'll catch it out. Kevin writes, he apologized and they are cool, Nate. Is that right? Okay, good. Okay, who apologized? Who apologized? Who's cool now? Not sure. Let's go to the phones. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hi, buddy. How are things?
Hey, buddy. I'm doing well, buddy.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing pleasant. I'm glad everything's okay, considering, recent events. And I want you to stay strong and know that I'm with you.
Thank you.
In spirit and in prayer. And in the physical.
Thank you.
So, but I think you need to change the name of this show title to The Insufferable Edition. Everything, first of all, you talk about all these insufferable women. First of all, you messed up all my AKAs. You didn't get none of them right. It's Fame Rothstein, a.k.a. Michael Snackson, a.k.a. Bay O. Wolf, a.k.a. Malcolm Excellence, a.k.a. Hacksaw Jim Thuggin, a.k.a. Famelo Ball, a.k.a. Malcolm Existential.
Okay.
When you were talking about the AKAs, you ain't mentioned none of them. But is Jada Pinkett Smith not insufferable at this point? What is up with? She cheats on her husband, and we're giving her a pass. And not only did she cheat on her husband, she cheated with her son's friend. How gross! How gross is that? That's like a porn subgenre. You know what I'm saying? And Will Smith apparently has been taken hostage by her. Like he wasn't cool with, how close he was with Pac, Tupac and whatnot, and he and women tried to make him feel a certain way, like he was in the wrong for that. And most importantly, Jada Pinkett Smith, she's raised very weird, unrelatable kids. They're talking about their pansexuals or whatever type of sexuals. What do you call it? Androgynous. These kids are totally unrelatable to any American kid going right now. And she raised Will Smith's other kid, the son, Trey, normal American kid, football, and now he's just, living off his dad's money, normal American kid. But her kids that she had with him, weirdos. Black punk rockers is the daughter. I think you said it a couple months ago, or when the entanglement stuff came out, like, we did not see this coming from Jada in the 90s. We thought she was the new generation of a strong black woman. No, she's just the new generation of asshole. And what's the other girl's name? Amanda Diva. The lady from Insecure. She's insufferable. All she does is spend her time on social media dissing black men, blaming black men for all the world's problems. Now some smoke coming at her. I didn't rate the character. You know what I'm saying? Like, lady, make up your mind. Are you going to take responsibility? and apologize to them people because they feel offended, or every time a black man offends you, you be asking for an apology. You did it to the football player that didn't want to date your crazy ass. You understand? Like, I don't understand, like, why are we talking about these insufferable women on the show this morning? What are we gaining from this? Thanks to you, sir.
I appreciate the flows.
Are you there?
Anything else? Yeah, I'm here. Anything else?
Oh, yeah. I was asking you a question about why you talking about these insufferable women.
I mean, long and short, because I want to. I mean, I don't know how you want me to answer that.
Okay,
I
well,
chose to.
that's it. Say no more. Say no
Right,
more, because I want to. Say no more.
Can I
Hey,
switch gears just a little bit, or are you finished with your flow and make sure you get it all out?
I'm gonna say one more thing.
All right, go right ahead.
When the sports betting comes out, when it goes to the Senate on the 10th, yeah, and passes, you have the right to reach out via Zoom, and we'll do a Zoom interview.
You know I will, bro.
An interview, not a phone call. An interview, not a phone call.
Absolutely.
Because, like, I'm the only black expert in the country. I'm tracking down Umar Johnson to come on my podcast to talk about it.
You got to pay him $250.
Sports betting.
He'll come on.
Because this goes right. I don't care. I'll get it to him because this is right up black folks' alley, because it involves scientific thinking and analysis, two things that are naturally in our DNA.
Okay, and money.
Well, of course, that everybody wants that, but scientific STEM stuff, that's natural to black folks. That's why the Black Panther character is so relatable. You understand? So I'll be trying to track him down. But until then, it's been real, Nathan. I had fun. Quit talking about insufferable women. Yes, sir.
My question is around sports betting. So what's this date coming up? Is it a vote in the Ohio legislature? Is that what we're talking about here?
Yeah, the Ohio Senate. It already passed the other house. They already passed that. Passed in there. Now it's going to the Senate. Then from there, it goes to get signed by the governor. DeWine said years ago he would sign it if it gets to him.
And if they sign this, then what happens? Tell us what will happen. What does that mean exactly?
They got to set up the regulatories and the regulation and how to, administer it. You won't be able to place a bet in Ohio at least for 6 months. At the earliest, if you're lucky, if it passes, in 2 weeks from yesterday, if it passes, then the earliest, if you're lucky to be able to make a bet, would be the NCAA tournament
next year, 2022.
Yeah, 2022. That's in March of 2022. So that's the earliest. I'm really thinking next NFL season, 2022.
Mm-hmm. Be a lot of money to be made, man. Like I said, I keep saying, I think you position yourself well. So you already know, bro. It's an open door, man. We text all the time and back and forth. You want to interview, you really ain't got to ask. But if you ask, the answer is always yes. You know that.
Yeah. So, like I said, there's only been 2 black people in history known for this. Myself and Casper Holstein, the guy who Jeffrey Wright played on Boardwalk Empire.
Ah, okay. He was a dope character.
Yeah. Say what?
That was a dope character on Boardwalk Empire. I was dope. I love that.
Oh, hell yes.
Fun
Especially
series.
that scene when he was in when he was in the can with the scene where he had with Michael K. Williams, the guy who played Omar. The scene he had with him when Omar was telling what basically dude was telling him, like, yeah, you the muscle for him, but he don't really respect you. And then the scene where J. Edgar Hoover broke him and made him flip. Those are 2 of the best scenes I've ever seen in television history. But I digress. Brother, it's been real. I had fun.
So did I.
And I'll holler at you soon.
That's a good howl right there. I ain't even bring up the alt middle. I'll let those brothers work it out. But I'll say it again, Mr. Fame Rothstein. It is not the same without Black Russia. You're going to have to either bring Black Russia back into the full fold or get you a Black China, a little Havana or something. What does Glenn say? He says something. He says a bunch of stuff. But that's Black Russia. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I think that could be big. A lot of money to be made. Let me see. Nucky Thompson was my hero. That Boardwalk Empire was a good series, and it ended well. They didn't do what they did with the damn Gang of Thrones, end with that BS. Rachel just joining in. Damn, Rachel, you missed all the fun. She writes, "Good morning, family and choppers. Good morning to you. You missed all the damn fun. You missed all the fun." Mattress writes, the black man and woman goes into this life every day to go to work. We have a lot of things we deal with in a period of 8 hours. Plus, you come home. How are you supposed to read the minds of your not communicating with you with your day, your plans, and or plans was now there might be attitudes involved because of this lack of communication. Yeah, Jada Pinkett Smith talking about she expected Will Smith to read her damn mind. And just a point of correction, she did not cheat on Will. They have an open relationship. And Will didn't cheat on Jada. That's for Donnie B. Talking about black. She posted talking about something. You owe an apology. No, neither one of them cheated. Neither one of them cheated. They had an agreement. That's good for them. Good for them. Your backyard friends, the backyardigans. That was a really good cartoon. It is. It is. Elijah writes, "Be happy with the nonverbals. Most don't get that, but reading minds, nah, right. Like humans communicate in a lot of different ways, verbally and non-verbally. If you get to know somebody, you can read their nonverbals, right? I'm sure I hate this too. You always hate it. Like my wife be reading me like a damn book. She'd be reading me like, just turn the page. Oh, okay. I hate that shit. I hate it. And I'll be reading her and she be hating it too. Like, God damn it, stop reading. What time is it? I can curse now. Gosh darn it, stop reading. That's just what happens. You spend a lot of time with a human being, you can just read. And if you know human beings, like I have that ability. I don't have to spend a lot of time around people to start to read them. And I just sit back like, And I got a good poker face. Damn, I'm itching to play some poker, man. I've always said that when I retire from radio, I want to go into poker, but I'm not waiting anymore. I'm going to start doing it now. There's a few things that my mother passed on Monday that I have decided to do. And there were some things that I was like pushing off to my retirement, like when I get in my 60s and 70s and all that kind of stuff. That now I'm like, what am I waiting for? If I like to do these things, I'm going to do them now. So I'm going to start doing them now. I'm going to enter me some poker tournaments on the weekends. We got a casino downtown. I'm going to start playing poker now. More and more and more. I like doing it. And I'm good at it. Elizabeth writes, the reason some AKAs are tripping is because the AKA logo is trademark. There is history with a white sorority trying to take the AKA name and color. You know, the wifey just told me this during the break. I stepped away from the microphone and I was talking with the wifey a little bit. And she was like, you know what? I got to be honest with you. You know, on some levels, it's kind of good because what Issa Rae is doing is promoting Divine Nine. And so there might be some people out there, some young ladies out there that don't know nothing about the Divine Nine, and it might turn them on to it. And I think fraternities and for sororities can be huge. I respect the work they do, and it's all about working together, especially as you leave college. You know, when you're in college, it's about the brotherhood, but it's also about the girls too, because there are women who love men that are in fraternities in general and certain fraternities. And then who didn't want to party walk? I remember going to UC, the early college parties. I'm like, what are they doing? Everybody's backing up. And all of a sudden people start dancing. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I had no idea what that was. I'm like, what is this? But I'm looking at the reaction of the women to the dudes. And I'm like, shoot, I want that. I want to be that. I want that. Give me a little piece of that. Actually, give me a nice, big, thick piece of that, actually. Let's stop lying. I want a little piece. I want all of it. Right. And it looks so cool. And they got the brotherhood and all that kind of stuff. And you get to know different people. And as you leave, I'm sure you keep those connections. You can network in the real world. Because as you know, family, a lot of this out here in the real world as adults is about relationships. It's all about relationships. We already know that. So if you can build relationships in college that can benefit you as an adult, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, whatever you're doing, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond, shit. Sounds smart to me. Uh-oh, Jerica got a memo. Oh, dear Lord. I don't think I'm ready for this. Okay. Okay, let me read this. Jericho writes, memo to husbands everywhere. Know your wife's energy. You may not be able to read her mind, but you should be able to sense when things are off with her. Be in tune with your wife. Okay, you're right about that. I'm with you. I think, yeah, absolutely. And you can lose touch with a wife or a husband. You can inside of a marriage. It definitely can happen. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I thought she was going to bring up old shit again. I'm glad she didn't. Tony writes, Jada Pot, can you read my mind? Will writes, who's Pac? Y'all are wrong, man. Oh my God. I got ABs. Where is Adrian Broner when you need him? Hope that brother does well, man. I don't want to read about Adrian Broner dying broke. You know what I'm saying? Or being broke. Here we go. There. Tell me when to stop. Okay. Just got to get you, what was that, 5 ABs? Jada Pot, can you read my mind? Will Leave Will Smith alone, man. Damn. Leave Will Smith. We can't tell y'all nothing. Y'all won't leave Will alone, and I won't even mention UC football. I just did it. Damn it. Not really, but y'all just having a lot of fun with it. We should have fun. Y'all got to go to work today. You got to pay bills. You got to deal with COVID. Do you get the vaccine? Do you not get the vaccine? People dying, family members. You got to deal with all this heavy stuff, man. And we can't laugh a little bit here on the show. Then what's the purpose of all of this? And like I said, when you tune into Nathan Ivey Show, sometimes when we hit the ground running with the serious stuff, there's nobody in the city is going to do it as real as I am. Nobody's going to go as far and as deep and keep it as 100 as I'm going to do. Nobody. Okay? Because I don't care. I don't care if people don't support me. I don't care if they don't like me. I don't care if they don't listen. While I'm here, I'm going to keep it 100 when we talk about the things that need to be talked about 100. And I don't care about no friends. I don't care if my Democrat friends get mad. I don't care if my Republican friends get mad. I don't care if my charter friends get mad. I don't care. I didn't do this to keep caring about what other people think. I'm going to keep it 100 for the people. But sometimes we got to step away from all that. I've got many interests, man. There's a whole world of stuff out there that human beings are into. And I'm the same way. I'm not just into politics. And I think I kind of get known for that. And that's great. That means we're doing a good thing. But I'm much more than just that. This show has always been and will always be much more than that. And as we get away from the election, you're going to hear and see more of that. There's a whole world of interest in things that I think you might be interested in that I want this show to tackle. All right. And we 100% about promoting Black folks and amplifying Black voices in the greater Cincinnati area and beyond. I'm in Cincinnati. It is what it is. It is what it is. We are where we are. Yo writes, Jada is getting older and insecure happens with a lot of women. Really? You think she's insecure? I think everybody has insecurities. Everybody, me included. Everybody has their insecurities. I think if you acting like you don't, you're trying to front like something you're not, and I don't have to front. But I think, at least in my personal experience, as you get older, you just get a better handle of your insecurities and start to accept yourself for who you are. When I watch the Red Table Talks, that's the sense I get from Jada Pinkett. And that's why I think it's a very valuable space, because I think people can learn from her. You ain't got to lie and hide stuff. Who you hiding stuff from? That's why Will and Jada told everybody they had an open marriage, because for years, I read the article. Will Smith was in Gentleman's Quarterly. You should read it too. He said for years he was hiding this. Who he hiding from? Be you. That's what you into? Who gives a damn if people don't care about it and don't like it and understand it? So what? They ain't in your house. What they eat don't make you ish. They ain't paying no bills for you. They ain't taking care of you. But again, a lot of people, I think as they get older, they get more and more like that. It's like, you know what? This is who I am, damn it. And all of me. And they start to see the value of themselves. And that's what I get from Jada. I think that Jada is using that show to explore herself. And I think that's a very beautiful thing. I think it's beautiful for a Black woman to be able to be vulnerable. I think it's beautiful for a Black woman to have a space where she can just speak honestly, even about marriage, because you got all these taboos about how you're supposed to be married and what you're supposed to do. Hell, I posted a video talking about a situation I had 2 weeks ago. People completely misinterpreted it. And that's because they project their thoughts about their situation onto me. But I don't give a damn. I don't care. That's you. I'm gonna do me, and I think that's fair. Everybody's the way they live in their lifestyle, as long as you ain't robbing nobody and killing nobody and messing with no children and swindling people. However you live your life is how you live your life. It don't have to be the way I live my life, and I don't have to live my life the way you live your life, and neither one of us has to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? You ain't wrong. There's people out there that live their life according to Hoyle by the Bible. That's great. That's good for them. And there's people out there that live their life the way they make it up, they go. And that's great. That's great. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. So I don't know. I don't think she's insecure, but I don't know. I'm just telling you my perspective. Brandy writes, not literally, men should be able to know his woman well enough to know when something is up. It depends. It depends on the woman. It really does. Like, not everybody is expressive like that. You know what I'm saying? Now you get into micro mannerisms and shit. You know, she did like this at the dinner table. That means that she's unhappy. Her lip is twitching. And that means I'm supposed to read all that. I don't have time to read all of that. Whatever happened to just open your mouth and tell me what's wrong? Damn it, women. Whatever happened to say, if you got an issue or something's going on, I'm living with you. Just sit down and tell me. Why can't women just tell what's on? Why we got to read all of this kind of stuff, Brandy? Just tell me what's wrong or what's going on or what you're going through. But you got a lot of Black women dealing with this superwoman syndrome where they feel like society has told them and they feel like they got to live up to some impossible dream. And I just don't think any of that is realistic. I just don't think any of that is realistic. I really don't. I just think it's much more realistic in a relationship to just say what's on your mind. Like that, my wife knows exactly how I feel at all times, and she don't like it. But when I'm happy, I'm happy. When I got a problem, I got a problem because I'm going to tell you, and I value that. That's part of my integrity, and it extends beyond my wife. It goes for anybody close to me. You'll always know exactly how I feel. I don't spare anything, and I think that's just being fair. I think it's unfair if you're in a relationship with somebody and you got all these feelings, you ain't saying shit. That's unfair. How am I supposed to know? I think it's unfair to have a friendship with somebody and you feel a certain way about things they've done or whatever, and you don't tell them, but then inside you all grumbling and shit. That's unfair. Just say what's on your mind. That's just me, though. Everybody got their own standards. That's just me. Memo to husbands. Oh my gosh. Kev on the cell writes, good morning, great people. The bag is available to all that want to grab it. Legal ways to level up. Only advise, invest, and pass the inheritance. I'm with all of that. We got Kev on the cell. Kev, I just don't have time, bro, to get to you. I got to roll out here.
Come on. Don't do me.
We can hear you, bro. I got 1 minute, man. If you can get it in 1 minute.
Hey, absolutely can. So I'm a member of a Divine Nine. That's the only reason why I'm calling in. The thing about it is, people get all up in arms about it because they do things in order to get into their organization, you know what I mean? And everybody apparently is not in the organization. So that's the big deal for folks. Now, for me, I'm like, it's acting. Actually, you're getting shine for your organization. Take the shine. That's what you really should do. They could have picked anybody. They picked yours unless she's doing something negative. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a good look. then maybe not. But take the shine. Everybody be blessed, man. And yeah, get the bag. Share the inheritance. Let's keep it pushing. Be blessed. Stay safe.
Be blessed, man. That's Kev on the cell. He got it in. And with that, family, I got to make a move. I'll leave you with our motto. Let's say it together. Winners focus on winning. And losers focus on winners. So stay focused and stay winning. And we'll talk real soon. All right. We'll catch up again tomorrow morning, bright and early at 7 a.m. Please like and share this show. If you like this kind of content, please share it so we can grow our platform. And keep your eyes on CDM, that's Sand Digital Media, all right? Our goal is simple: amplify Black voices, Black and brown voices in the greater Cincinnati area and beyond. And if that's something you can get behind, well then, hey, jump on board. And if you're a creator or creative individual looking to do a live stream or podcast, maybe we can work together, all right? Have an excellent day, family, and I'm out.